after that, bro, she turns around and just starts twerking on me, bro. Like, bro, she's just like, and she grabs her phone, like she gives me her phone flash, and she literally gives it to me to film, literally. And I'm just.
The Unmastered Podcast.
All right, guys, we're back. Unmastered Podcast.
Welcome back,
We got the
everyone.
nice outdoor set here. Nice, beautiful day. A bit windy, but we're going with it. And as you guys see, we have a new guest with us here. So for today's episode of the Unmastered Podcast, our guest is a musical artist. He started making music back in 2017, and with all his hard work and releases, he has gained 750,000 monthly listeners on Spotify only. And one of his hit songs, They Call Me Tiago, accumulated up to 76 million plays. A bunch of top creators have made dances for his songs, and you all have heard at least one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tiagz.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
sure.
It's a very nice weather here in the 6.
Yes, sir, dude. This guy flew all the way from California
Yes.
to come and do the pod. So we're so thankful that he's here, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate
This is
it.
gonna be
How was
awesome.
that flight?
I don't want to talk about it, man. That Air Canada, y'all fucking up. I just gotta say, I'm sorry.
I saw your store with all the bags, man.
Oh,
Like, it's
dude,
great.
yeah, they had like baggages, like literally a section. It was like literally a supermarket of baggages. Like, like choose, the price.
Choose which one you want.
Yeah, literally choose. Literally at that point, bro,
Which one you
just
want.
choose and you'll get clothes, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, bro, it was, man. But what can I say, man?
Is that where you get your fits? You go to the airport, just
I
pick
mean,
up
at
a
this
little...
point, yeah, bro. Like, I'll just right now. I'm probably after this podcast gonna go and just like grab
Which
a
bag
baggage.
was the
Like,
most
oh, I like that
expensive?
one.
Yeah.
You know?
Which one should I pick?
It's on clearance there,
Yeah,
man.
yo. Hopefully, it's not like a girl one, so then I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to.
For sure.
But nah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Air
So
Canada.
what? You flew out? You were doing a show?
No. So I went to LA to actually I'm actually trying to move there. So
Okay.
I went there, and did the whole networking thing. Worked on different music projects, and also try to look like for houses and stuff like that.
Nice.
Nice.
So
nice.
yeah, no,
Cool.
it was cool though. I love LA.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to just want to do a quick intro for yourself, let the people
Yeah,
know what
let
you
them
do.
know
Yeah,
who
of
you are,
course.
man.
So I'm Tiagz. Tiago was born in Canada. Was born in Ottawa, Canada. I make music. I had several viral songs go on TikTok, such as They Call Me Tiago, My Heart Went Oops, Float on the Sound, Muffins in the Freezer, and a couple more. And now, signed a record deal, and now going more of the independent route. And that's pretty much what I do.
Awesome, dude.
I know. I've heard. We've all heard these songs on TikTok.
course.
Like I mean,
Yeah,
during
yeah,
that
yeah,
COVID,
yeah.
like I'd always sing them every day, especially the fucking They Call Me Tiago one. Me and my friends always do the voice. They call me Tiago.
Tiago.
Like,
Cool,
like-
Tiago, yeah.
That's
Now
it.
he's here.
Now he's
And now
here.
I'm here.
It's
Yeah.
This is the
Well,
guy.
what's really cool though, like, is like I'm really glad that my biggest song is kind of like my introduction. Like, this is
Yeah,
what they
yeah,
call
yeah.
me. Like, it's my name. Like, they
Yeah.
call me Tiago. Like, how
That's
is that?
fire,
Like, that for me
bro.
is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like, how did you like come up with that song? Like the lyrics, or just how long did it take you? Or
Yeah, so there was this trend that I saw on TikTok, and it was like this girl with her lizard with a bearded dragon saying
Yeah.
like, "Excuse me, her name is Margo." And that
Oh.
video had so many views, and then I looked at the sound, and it had so many people use the sound. It had like 300,000 people videos on it. So I was like, wow, I don't understand why this is viral. Like, I really don't. Like, at this point, I don't know. Then I saw this producer make a song with it, and I was like, bro, I can do way better than that. Like, I'm gonna do this. So the day before, I made a beat randomly. Just made a beat inspired by another song, and I really liked the beat, but I didn't use it. So I was like, yo, let me grab the intro of like the Margo thing, the video, put in the intro, and then use that same beat, and then put it together, whatever. And then I came to the mic, to record, and she was saying, "Oh, her name is Margo," and I'm like, I don't even know who this person is. Like, I don't know nothing. So I was like, you know what? Let me just like say who I am,
Right.
and I'm like, they call me Tiago. And then I stopped the recording, then I recorded again, and I'm like, I don't know who's Margo. And then I made it, I mixed it, whatever, mastered it, put it on my laptop, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the song, bro. I was like, bro, I love the beat, but my voice is just something, I don't like it. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me take my chance. Posted it. And when I posted it, bro, I was like, bro, I really want to delete it. Like, I can't, I posted the video snippet.
Yeah,
and then I
yeah.
uploaded the song, of course. And then a few days, like 5 days later, bro, like, it was just like it just took off like
Okay.
crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Who was like one of the first like big influencers or creators to like do a duet to it or like dance to it or whatever?
I think it was her itself. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
when she did it, got like 6 million views, and then after that, I was like, yo, that's dope.
The bearded dragon?
The bearded dragon girl. Yeah. And how it really took off, I think it was after Dixie D'Amelio used it.
Mm.
After
Oh,
she used it,
yeah.
bro, Charlie used it like 2
That's
times.
crazy, man.
That went on. Back in the day, Charlie was like the catapult
Yeah.
for you to
Oh, yeah.
like assertively go viral. Yeah,
Sure.
it's crazy. Yeah.
And then I also want to talk about your beat tag. It's
Oh,
like,
the beat
that always
tag.
gets stuck in my head too.
Yeah.
And so I saw you make a video about it, like trying to clarify it's not tits, it's Tiagz. right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's just saying really fast. Like, how did you like come up with that beat?
Yeah,
tag too?
when I was making music like back in the day, I wanted a producer tag, and then I thought like, oh, having a high pitched Tiagz would be
Yeah.
cool. So I was like, Tiagz, right? And then I never listened to it. Like even with my ex, like we listened to that beat tag, and we never thought tits. Like
Yeah.
tits did not come in
Yeah.
the picture. But then when I went viral with My Heart Went Oops, then I had like videos that went super viral of girls saying like, did this actually say tits? Like, is he saying tits? And then everybody thought it was tits, and I'm like, bro, how is my producer tag turning into a fucking
my
meme with
God.
tits? But it's a win-win because
Yeah,
that
it's kinda
like
good.
now the producer tag itself has attention.
Yeah.
So every time I make a song, just put that shit in, they know who it is.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
sometimes
So-
I'd just be walking around going like tits.
Yo, yeah, tits. Like I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
No, because people just find little things all the time.
oh,
Just
yeah.
to like
TikTok is a
people
whole meme
listen,
itself.
man. They try to find out every little thing. Obviously, you're not gonna say it's tits because you made it. You know it's Tiagz.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just funny. Like I don't know.
Yeah, and you started making music in 2017 or like beats or like
I started making music when I was 20 years old. So if we do the math correctly, that's
4 years?
4 years.
24, yeah.
So 2017, is that 2017? No,
That's 2019.
2019.
2019,
2019,
okay.
yeah. 2019. I was a dancer before, so I would dance for like I've been dancing now for like 14
What kind
years.
of dance?
Like hip hop,
and stuff? Yeah, it's cool.
crump. A lot of people don't know what crump is, but it's like a more aggressive style, popping, like a little bit of b-boying, break dance. And then from there, I was like, yo, I want to do something more than that. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna start music. And
Well, that's good if you're doing shows and stuff. You got that
oh,
background
dude,
for
yeah,
dancing.
you know?
I-
yeah.
I saw a video you were somewhere and like you were like telling the people get all the attention, then you did a backflip. Like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
a backflip.
yeah. Backflip gets them every time.
Yeah, I know that.
yeah.
I've always wanted to try to do a backflip, but I'm always too scared. I feel like that's such a sick
Oh,
thing to
really?
do, yeah.
Oh, it is scary, dude.
Yeah.
It is scary.
You don't hit him with the front flip ever?
Dude, you know front flip is actually harder
I think
than a
so,
back flip
right?
because you don't see where you're landing, and
Oh,
I don't
that's
have
true.
the strength to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
You gotta work on that one.
Oh, dude, I do.
The
I can
front.
do side flip. I'm,
shit.
but it has to be off something.
Yeah.
But
Middle of the podcast, just on the front.
just like fucking front flip, damn.
Um,
Like break everything. That's it.
That
That'll
was
go
sick though,
viral.
right? Like,
Damn.
What kind of made you start like wanting to make music in a way? Like what inspired you? Kind of like.
So what inspired me was like I felt like dancers didn't have enough recognition. I
Mm.
felt like dancers they don't get paid as much as artists and shit. I feel like like if I go on a podcast whatever and I'll be like, yo, do you guys know who like Taigz is or Fiction is? Nobody's gonna know. So I was like, yo, like I want to be a dancer, but I wanted the recognition as an artist. So I was like, yo, like I don't understand. Then I started listening to music and I was like, bro, like I don't know, something's really calling me to like start making music. Like I might be crazy because like I've been dancing for so long and I'm just gonna go do something new. I'm already 20 years old. I started looking up artists and looking at their age and seeing like, damn, am I too old to make music?
Yeah.
One artist that inspired me was Schoolboy Q, because he was old and he started old. So I was like, okay, maybe I have a chance. I don't know, maybe, because I thought like I gotta be young and shit.
No, I feel you.
I think
So-
Jay-Z was 26 when he started.
26.
Jay-Z, yeah. Or when he dropped Reasonable Doubt.
Oh, that I think 26 when he went viral though.
Oh,
I
maybe.
think he been making like music.
I don't know if you could go viral in the 90s, though.
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
even a
yeah.
thing?
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. Or like he like was he. I don't know.
I think he blew up, or
Blew
whatever
up.
you would want to call
Yeah,
it
yeah,
back
yeah.
then, yeah.
But he
But,
was making it though.
Yeah, I think,
Like,
what's his
still,
name?
like,
Kanye
before.
dropped at 26 as well. He dropped College Dropout at 26.
What about 2 Chainz? Isn't
Yeah,
he,
but
like,
that's
old or
he's
something?
saying like
2
that's
Chainz.
not
Two
when
Chainz
they
is
started.
another
though.
older guy.
You
No,
know?
I don't think when he
yeah,
started. I
no,
think
started,
26
yeah.
was like
At
when
that
he was.
time, that's just like when they
on.
kind of like
When they
got
released it.
recognized
Yeah, yeah.
and they released like an actual project. But
Probably had
they've been making music
mixtapes
for,
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
10 years,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
He's saying he started at 25 to.
So then you dropped your first song when?
Oh, I dropped it. So yeah, back to the story,
Yeah.
and then and I was. Oh yeah, and then I got in a fight, dude. It was
Okay.
like a bad fight. I actually broke my hand.
But what was
You
the
can,
fight
like,
caused from?
A sweater.
A
Dumb sweater.
Okay.
Literally a dumb sweater.
The guy
Like
stole it or something?
I was stupid because I bought his sweater. I was broke, but his sweater was nice, right? So he'd like ask for it back, and I'm like, I'll give it to you back. I'll give it back, but I never gave it back. And then one day I went to his house, and he told me like, "Do you have my sweater?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "If you don't have my sweater, like you get the fuck out of my house." And my dumb ass was like, "If you kick me out of your house, I'm not giving my used sweater back."
Yeah.
As soon as he said that, bro, he like strangled me, and then I strangled him, and I was about to hit. But then I remember I was 19, he was
Right.
17, so I didn't, want
Yeah.
to do weird shit. So then, boom, 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 just put him down, and then next thing you know, we got separated. Put him down. When I say put him down, I had him. I didn't knock him out.
okay.
I had him like down, like, bro, stop, like,
Yeah.
And then I looked at my hand. It was like fucked up. Long story short,
Is that what the scar is there?
yeah, that's literally the scar. I
Holy
had surgery and
shit,
shit.
bro.
Yeah, it was bad. I have like a metallic thing in there,
Oh my god.
but long story short, I couldn't dance, and that was really the moment I started looking into like what equipment do I need for music,
Right.
etc. And then I was in the car. I was talking with my ex back at the time. She was like really supportive, right?
Yeah.
And I asked her like, "Yo, should I like do this shit?" And she was like, "Yo, just do it." And I'm like, "All right." And then bought the equipment, sat down literally on the floor, just recording with the mic, and that's when I dropped my first song. It was in it was 2018, I think,
Mm.
or like August 2018, some
Is it
shit
still
like
on
that.
Spotify right now?
Oh, it's not on Spotify, but it's on
Oh.
SoundCloud.
Oh, it's on
and shit.
SoundCloud. Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's
It's called
cool, that's cool stuff.
Society.
That-
Society.
Society. We'll have to keep that.
Society, yeah.
That's like maybe the craziest like story of someone getting into music.
Oh yeah,
like,
it was
through
weird.
a fight, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
Turned it
crazy.
into something good.
It was a fight. It was me not being recognized. It was also Blues Fest. I don't know if you guys heard of Blues Fest in Ottawa.
No.
It's like this festival, and everybody was excited for it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like nobody cares about like dancers like that. And I think that was like the process. That was like, yo,
I
like,
see.
and then I fell in love with actual music, right? I was
Sure.
like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Like making sounds and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
That it's a
Hard.
next level thing.
Yeah, bro.
Wait, so you started just like kind of recording on YouTube beats, or what was
yeah.
like?
So
how did you get the beats?
I searched on YouTube
Right.
like this type beat, whatever type
Yeah,
beat.
yeah,
I found actually beats on BeatStars because
Oh,
they were
yeah.
like free type
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but I didn't really.
I got a
you
beat
know?
stars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
And then I found one, and then I recorded it, and then I had to learn how to mix and
Right,
master
right.
because I thought it was just recording and that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, damn, like I really gotta learn this shit. Then I watched like hours of YouTube videos on how to mix, how to EQ, how to do this, and then I just found it. I just found the how to do it, and then little by little, it was terrible back at the day, but little
Yeah.
by little, I got better, and yeah.
And then, so how did you get into the production side of things?
Oh, that's another fucking story.
Yeah,
But so I was recording whatever, doing my thing, and I'm like, dope.
Yeah.
And then one day, bro, I was like, I went to go in my shower, bro. I was in my shower, and bro, a random voice just came. A random voice just came in my mind. It's like, bro, you gotta start making beats. And I'm like, I gotta start making
Yeah.
beats. Turn the shower off.
The producer god, just
Bro,
gave you
literally,
some sort of thing.
I don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
it was, bro. You know, like when you're in the shower, you have like the deepest thoughts
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, right? Bro, just that thought. You gotta make beats, and then I started making beats from there,
Wow.
and yeah, that's how I started.
That's crazy.
dope.
Yeah, bro.
These are like awesome stories of like how you started the
Yeah.
thing.
So weird, man.
One thing like some sort of spirit.
Yo,
Another thing you were
it's
in
like-
a fight. Like it's just like you need a movie made of you,
Bro, that'd be cool.
That'd be sick,
Yeah,
man.
I should
Wow.
do that.
He's like a Kanye or something.
What do you say like your like favorite genre of music maybe to make, or like or like the music you have
I was gonna
released already?
ask,
Like, yeah.
so where did you, when you first started making music, like did you have a certain style in mind, or you just went for it and just made whatever?
I would
I mean,
like
you're probably influenced from
yeah, for
music
sure.
that you listen to.
I back in the day when I first started, I'd really like Jaden Smith. I really like his
Oh,
style.
yeah.
So that was kind of like the style
could
that I
see
was
that,
going for, like, you know, just like, you know, smooth voice, whatever. And then little by little, little by little, since as a dancer I've listened to so many genres,
Right.
I started to learn how to make, you know, it was Latin, it was trap, and then it was house. It was those three styles that I would really like. Then I learned how to make Afro beats, and now it's like really those. And then I learned how to make drill. So it's really like those 5 styles that I really like doing, you know. Grabbing samples, then I started sampling and putting them into drill and all
That's
that
like
shit.
My Heart Goes Boom, right?
Yeah, my heart went oops.
Oh, My Heart Went Oops.
Boom.
Okay, yeah.
oops.
Sorry, my bad.
That
But
was like a trap.
trap.
Yeah.
But like you took a sample there, right?
Yeah.
So then like
Yeah.
well, that was like an old like 50s sample?
No, it was, but it was a TikTok trend.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, that
That was
That's
cool
how-
because it's like a cool contrast of like the old sound
yeah
with like
yeah.
the new
It
like
worked
808s
out,
and shit.
You
Like,
know?
it's a nice
Yeah,
little
it
contrast.
really worked out.
That was fire. That one.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man. Thank you. Yeah.
But yeah, that's dope.
The other one you did, was it the one that goes like, hey, hey, hey?
Oh
Dude.
yeah, that
No,
one.
that was yours too, right?
That was
yeah,
one. Yeah.
that was another fucking one that I was always like singing in my head. Bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that one.
you find a good way to like make these like
Earworms.
kind of catchy, kind of like, you know.
So that one, I purposely made it for it to blow up on TikTok. I got inspired by BB No Money, is this mic recording or whatever? And I'm like, yo, like that little convo, that's what made it like pop. I'm gonna make a convo like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And you know, and now that I made that convo, I hear it all the time. Like when I'm working with a producer, he's always saying like, all right, you ready? And I'm like, yeah. So it's like, damn, like I really nailed that one. And yeah, that one blew up too. That was dope. Yeah.
How does it feel to blow up on TikTok? Like with all these songs and these
Bro,
videos?
it like dude, it feels like you're like the king, bro. I don't know how to explain it. Cause like, you know, you gotta understand, like when you have you're literally fun fact, when I was blowing up and everybody was using my songs on my For You page itself, I wouldn't see shit. But people would message me, bro, I saw you here, I saw your song here, I saw your song here. My DMs were like popping with verified people, just like, bro, let's work. I was like, damn, like this is crazy. And then labels reaching out to you. You really feel like you're just like, damn, like you're just like a G, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, you're like,
for sure.
you're like,
Yeah,
Because
like,
you're coming
damn.
Can't
from
imagine that.
nobody's seeing anything
Yeah.
for starting to make music, and then what the hell?
Yeah, but
From
there's one moment where like I probably took like 2 weeks to really understand. Like I don't understand why people are reacting like this with me. I don't understand. It was really confusing because, you know, I came from like nobody giving a fuck about me to like when I answer someone, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you answered. So I was really trying to figure this out psychologically, like why is this person reacting this way?
That's a little trippy if you
It
think
is,
about it. Because
bro.
like you're just like we met you before this. Like you're a very chill dude, normal guy. Like maybe you got the hair like different colors, but like you're a very normal guy. So like it's interesting like why people would like act like that.
Bro, I remember the
you know?
first time I got recognized in public, bro.
Yeah.
I was literally chilling. I came from a snowboard trip,
Yeah.
you know, chilling. You know, my girl was there and everything. One of my best homies was there, and he took the video. That's the cool part. And then these like random like YouTubers from Montreal were like interviewing people on the street, and then they came to me, hey bro, can we do like an interview for you? And I'm like, oh no, I'm okay. And then one of them, bro, their eyes went like this, bro. It was like, you're, and I'm like, he's Tiago. And then everybody, they just freaked out. And I thought that like I had something on my head or something. Like, holy shit, like how are they reacting this way? And then they're just like, I can't believe, and they started screaming, yo, take a picture, yo, take a pic. And then they're all taking pictures. Shit. And in my mind, I'm like, holy shit, this is what the fuck?
That's trippy, bro. That is like a
crazy
weird feeling.
Crazy. And it's funny too, because when I had the viral songs, nobody, like I would walk on the streets, nobody would know who the fuck I was. But then when I did the hair, I did the branding, I started telling people, yo guys, I made these songs in different languages and shit too. For sure. And just marketing it that way. Change.
Now you're like now a household, like, man, like my uncle knows who you are.
Oh shit.
I was at like my cousin's birthday party the other day. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have this guy on, Tiago. He was like, oh yeah, Tiago, yeah, you know, like,
oh shit, that's so
like, I was like, this guy's like 35. Like it's like you're reaching like all the ages.
That's
right?
hard.
Like,
that's hard.
It's crazy. Like you've become like somewhat of a household name. Like, and within, I guess, like 4 years, that's pretty damn impressive, man. Like, it's crazy.
Thank you, man.
Like, where do you think it's like all going? Because like you've kind of like already made it in a sense. Where do you see this going in like 5 years, 10 years?
So I'm trying to, you know, since I feel like I've dominated TikTok, I wanna be able to you know, go to the, you know, Billboard charts and all that shit.
Sure, yeah.
And really, my goal right now is to really have a song that really like takes off and just like eats up all my other songs that I drop, my big songs, and you know, start doing shows and all that. And in the future, I want to get in the film industry too, but that's like way in the future. But 5-10 years, keep growing as an artist, more as an artist, because I also went like, you know, TikTok is very influencer route too. So now I feel like I'm going really more the artist route and, you know, still using TikTok to my advantage. Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's awesome.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so you were talking about like meeting fans. Like, do you have like a crazy story, like just a funny encounter? Like, I know that one was pretty funny, but do you have any other ones, or
like a fan, or
just like any like,
or like
encounter.
maybe somebody who's even like hated on you in public?
Damn. I have one, and oh man, this was like, until this day, this person, like, it hasn't left. You know when something happens and it's just a moment, that's it. Yo, this person is still up my ass. Like, it is crazy. Anyways, I went to LA. This was like my 3rd time in LA, 4th time, and I went to a club called Poppy. Poppy is like a big prestigious club. A lot of famous people go there. I was there. My boys had a table. We were chilling. It was dope, like fire. And then I knew like one person. He was like on TikTok and he knew me apparently. And he asked like there's this girl that was with him. And this girl came up to me. He's like, oh, like she wants to verify if it was actually me. So she grabbed my phone and she saw like my TikTok. She gave it back, whatever. And then I go to the section, to another section where I see my homie, and I'm like, yo, that's my homie, what's up? And then I turn around, bro, and then she's like right there in front of me, and she's like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, and then she's like, I'm that bitch. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, she's like, I'm that bitch. Like, that's me, I'm that bitch. And I'm like, okay. All right. And then she's there, like literally, she's like, rubbing my shit, and I'm just literally filming.
Giving you a bubble.
And then, you know, but she was like, let me like describe her. She was dressed kind of like a hooker type shit. She had face tats.
Holy shit.
Big pajangas. Like pajangas, bro. Like,
holy shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, I was like, all right, like, this is LA, you know? Right?
I guess.
And then the party kind of ends, and she's like, come to the Calabasas with me. And I'm like, damn, no. No, I can't go. That's like 30 minutes away. And then she's like, okay, then I'll come to your house. And I'm like, all right. Pull through. And then whatever, she pulls through, do our thing, whatever. And then we come back out. We're in the living room, and then I heard that this girl was on Dr. Phil, right?
Oh.
Dude, is it like Bad Baby or something?
No, it's not Bad Baby, no.
Oh, yeah.
But I heard she was on Dr. Phil, so I'm like, all right. And I'm like, were you really on Dr. Phil? Then I start researching, and she was like, no, don't watch it, don't watch it. Like, don't. She was really insisting, like, don't watch it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
Okay.
She leaves, so I'm like, yo, I'm gonna watch this shit.
Oh,
So I
no.
pull up the fucking I pull up the what's it called, the remote, and then I put it like Dr. Phil on the video, and then I see like, yo, and I watch it, and apparently she's this like girl that sleeps with rappers, influencers, and like gets all their information
Oh
and
my
scams them
God.
and like exposes them, and like she's like crying on the fucking Dr. Phil show,
Oh,
and she's like all about attention, like she'll do anything for attention. And I'm like, whoa, I cannot see this girl anymore, bro.
Yeah.
And
She's that
then
bitch.
she's that
She's that bitch.
she's that bitch, bro.
And that's the story of that bitch.
That's that bitch. Yeah, bro. But it gets worse because like then after that, bro, I was like ignoring her, but then she would call, and then I'd answer, and then she'd go crazy on me. She's like, what the fuck? Like, why did you answer me? Like, what the fuck? Like, what's your problem? Like, are you psycho? Are you crazy? And I'm like, yo, chill. Like, and then I think I told her like, oh, like I saw what you do, like Dr. Phil, you like scam. And she's like, yeah, but that's a show, that's not true, whatever, blah blah blah. So I'm like, whatever. And I see her like 2 more times maybe. And then after that, my friend, one of my best friends, he did more research on her, bro.
Right.
And apparently, bro, like there's videos of her on like porn sites and shit,
Oh,
of her just
shit.
like doing like fucking a robot, bro. Like shit like that, dude.
Really?
Like
All
she
those
has
ones.
OnlyFans. No, like she's a straight up, and apparently she was like a prostitute and shit, and she was a
Oh.
stripper. And I'm like, bro, I am done fucking with this girl. Like this, no,
Yeah,
no.
that's a weird
And
one.
then I actually blocked her, and then she made like 10 other numbers just reaching out to me and all that shit. And I'm like, yo, this girl is crazy.
Yeah.
And then I go on TikTok live, and then I see her live. You know how you like see it live, but you don't really click on it. You can
Right,
see it
yeah,
on your
right.
For You
Oh,
page.
yeah, yeah.
And then I started watching, and then I realized this girl's saying to everybody around that we're together,
Oh
that
my
we've been
God.
dating, and that she doesn't understand that I told her that I loved her, and that she like said like to all her friends, like, I don't understand, like she says he loves me, but then he ghosts me, whatever. And I'm like, bro, this bitch is a liar. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
And then, you know, long story short, I call her and I'm like, yo, why the fuck are you telling people that we're together? Then she starts literally crying on the phone saying, I can't believe you're doing this to me. And I'm like, bro, this bitch is crazy. Like, this bitch is crazy. And then I come to realize this bitch is like actually like Smoke Perp's ex-fiance.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
the
So like that's even another fucked up shit that I heard. And I'm like, bro, like, cause like she's friends with like the Island Boys. Like she's like in
Island
that. She's
Boys.
a Florida girl, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yo, like that's it. Like that's it. And then dude, like she like calls me. Don't answer. I block. And then she goes on her story lying, saying that I have
Oh my
STDs, that I have this.
God.
Don't fuck with him. I'm gonna. He starts saying that I raped her and shit. Like just the
Oh.
craziest shit. The craziest shit. Next thing you know, she like leaves me alone. I'm in Peru. She fucking randomly calls me, sends her fucking other people to text me like, oh, what the fuck, like you can't live without her, whatever. And I'm like, bro, this bitch is crazy. And this was after so much time.
Right.
Like till this day, she's still up my
Oh my
dick,
God.
bro.
No.
Till this day.
Yo, this is
No,
your
no, no,
chance.
no, no.
This is your chance to call her out, like right on
Bro,
the
leave me alone. Bro, and then another fun story too. I was in LA recently,
Right.
and then I was messaging with this girl, right? And she's like, I thought she was friends with the crazy girl, right? And then she's like, no, let's like, you know, I want to fuck, whatever, come, like whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna check this out. And then she's like, come to my house, and I'm like, no, fuck, no, we're meeting at this place, right? So we meet at it was a Wendy's. We meet at Wendy's like around it was like 12 p.m. at night, and then we go to the Wendy's, And then I'm like there, I'm like driving. I'm in the Corvette, right? I'm like pulling up and I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch? And then I see that it's her, bro. Like the crazy girl. The crazy girl pulls up and she's like, oh, haha. And I'm like, wow, she set me up.
Yeah.
She set me up. This bitch is crazy. Then
okay, do you want to? We gotta end it. We gotta end it.
Okay,
We gotta go to
alright.
ad break. I want to hear. Dude, so we're trying to film a TikTok here, and we got a guy over there cutting fucking wood. We got Tiagz looking at him over there. We can't film a podcast like this, man. He might be done. He might be done. Come on, Tiago, you gotta help us, man. He's gonna find the. No, bro. He's going over. He's like, they call me Tiago.
All right, we're back from that ad break.
Yo. We're back, yo.
So you're going on with that story there.
Yeah, about the girl. Like, I think you're about
set you
to
up
finish
or
it off. Yeah,
Oh
she set
yeah,
you up.
so I was talking with this girl, right? And she looked like she was friends with her for some reason, with the crazy girl. And then, you know, she was like, yo, I'm trying to fuck. And I'm like,
The friend wanted to fuck
the
them.
friend.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
but I didn't know they were friends. But then I was like, yo, you probably know her, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, like, I was friends with her, but I'm not friends with her anymore because I didn't want to, you know, hit you up after because it'd be weird.
Right.
I wanted to wait. So I kind of I was like, deep down, I was like, yo, I shouldn't be doing this. But I was like, fuck it, whatever. So I decide to, she tells me, like, come to my house and meet. And I'm like, no, we're meeting at a Wendy's. And then we meet at a Wendy's. It was like 12 p.m., 12 at night. And then we go there. I go there. And then I'm like driving. I get there, you know, with the Corvette. And then I'm just like, you know, driving slowly. And then I'm like looking around. And I'm like, hey, no one's here. And I see this freaking crazy girl pull up. And she's like, ha, 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 ha.
Oh, God.
I'm just laughing.
Dude,
and
no.
I'm like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. And then she literally sits beside and just starts twerking that shit. Just doing some of the craziest shit. She's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like Harley Quinn?
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Oh,
bro.
shit.
Exactly like that. And then she's like, oh, look. And then she pulls a phone. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then she like goes out of the car and she like presses it. And it's a fucking taser. It's like,
No.
and I'm like, what the fuck? And as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, I gotta be nice. I gotta give her some, you know, a little bit of dick. And then I gotta get it the fuck out.
Wow.
And that's what I did.
Oh my God.
And then from there, bro, she went crazy again, whatever.
Holy shit.
And
This is
then
the same girl.
same girl.
Or is this the friend?
No.
No.
The friend and her
They
tricked me for her to meet me. She lives in Houston, Texas. She's not even like from LA.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's what happened.
Wow.
Do you
Yeah, I get it now. Yeah.
So I was talking with a friend online, and then I went to go see that friend, and then it was the
But it
crazy girl
ended
that
being
pulled up.
her there.
Oh.
She was like hiding in the bushes and shit, and then she came out.
She
Like,
lives there.
And I'm like, yo, this girl's crazy. She's, oh man. And then after that, you know, didn't see her from there. And then I recently I went to the VidCon after party,
Yeah.
and this girl again, she was there.
Oh my God.
And that's when I had like the last straw. Like I was like, you know, at first she looked at me and like she was like, oh, like I'm gonna ignore him. I was like, yes, like you go, girl. And then she came up to me and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I was like already with some other girls. What the fuck are you doing? I can't believe it. And then, bro, she took off her shades, bro, and she just started like crying, like I love you. You can't do it. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
That's messed up.
This girl's crazy. No, like I think she like really has an issue. Cause I even looked. You know, my friend did some research, and Smoke Perp was on academics arguing with her in the same room, and Smoke Perp was literally saying like, "Yo, guys, like she's actually like cuckoo crazy. Like, be careful. Like, be careful." And I'm like, bro, I should have fucking. But yeah, I said like, yo, no, like what you did was fucked up. You started lying about me. I'm done. I'm good. And that was the last time I probably spoke with her, because after that I was like, yo.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's one crazy story. Multiple stories.
Yeah, that is the craziest thing we've heard on this pod, for sure.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I really wish this does not happen to anyone.
No.
You know what? We learned that. So now when we go to like LA, we know to watch out for that
Yeah,
bitch.
watch out for that bitch.
Yo, and like you'll know like if it's her, right? Let's just start
Yeah.
twerking on you and shit.
Oh
that
yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of those over there. So
I'll think to myself, be like, all right, I remember what Tiago Tiago told me, like,
Yeah,
stay away. Yeah.
I'll be like in you know, like a genie, like
Yeah, yeah.
stay away,
Stay away.
stay away. No, 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 no.
No.
Yeah, bro.
Speaking of LA, do you have any like crazy stories of like parties or like people you've met? Like,
Yeah. In terms of people I met, cool people. King Batch is one of them. King
Oh,
Batch is
yeah.
super cool. Super cool. Hannah Stocking, really dope person. I one time I went to the club, and literally Black Eyed Peas just like came in, and bro, like since we were dressed like so well, whatever, like this guy just came and he was like, "Oh yo, what's up, guys? Oh yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?" Just normally, we're just like, and I came up to him and I'm like, "Bro, like big fan, you know, like respect." And he's like, "Oh, thank you, thank you." I made Drake's dad too.
Oh
He was
yeah,
just-
Dennis.
bro, this guy's a pimp, bro. He was just like walking with like 2-3 bitches, young bitches, and I came to him. I'm like, "Yo, I'm from Canada too, whatever." Then said hi, took a pic.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I also recently too went to like Blueface's crib. Like Blueface's,
yeah.
he had like a party going on, and I heard from multiple people this shit was gonna be like ghetto and like ratchet. Like don't go. I was told don't go like that. I even told like the producer that I was staying with.
Yeah.
He told me like, oh, because he knows Blueface. He was like, no, bro, like that you shouldn't go. Like, oh, so yeah, like it's only like gangsters and shit. And I'm like, whatever. I'll go check it out. And then I'm driving, and then I see there's a lot of security. So I'm like, okay, like like I was debating to put my chains or not. I was really debating, and I'm like, okay, no, I'll just I'll just wear them, whatever. So I go to the crib, bro, and then nice crib, and then I get in, bro, and bro, that was full of gangsters, bro, just face tatted, like blue Crips, bro, like a couple of shawties, whatever. And bro, I came in with those chains, and everybody was staring at me, bro. Like they were they were like talking, and then they would just look like and I'm like, bro, I gotta get out of here, right? Because I met a couple of girls too there, so I just brought the girls with, and then we just like left and shit. But
that's crazy, dude.
That was like some gangster shit. Yeah, bro.
So you've done a lot in the LA. You've been around places.
Oh, dude, you experienced a lot in LA. And LA, like I swear, it's like they live in a video game, bro. Like they're like, dude, it's a video game.
Like GTA or something.
It's GTA.
Yeah.
It's real life GTA.
How so? Like how is it like GTA though?
I guess you really like see GTA. Like you really just you see it. You just see it.
The shit in the game.
It's like it's a game, bro. Because there's so many people too.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's doing something, so it's like, it's like a game, bro. It's like level 1, but you only have one life. You only have one heart.
Right.
It's not like a
Can't
fucking
just go
Mario
like
and
wasted.
shit. Yeah, bro. But it's fun. It's fun.
True that.
Yeah. What are like some of your dream collaborations as an artist? Like with any
Dream collabs.
Yeah.
One was always Balvin. I don't know why. I feel like our styles are a little bit similar. Balvin. Nelly Furtado was one because I want to bring her back.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And dream collabs. I don't really have like dream collabs. I don't want to use a name to put myself on. I want to get myself on first, and then like have like a equal collaborative thing. Yeah. So that.
and like, do you have any advice for like other younger artists or people trying to make it in the industry? Like,
yeah, a lot. One is be careful who you listen to. I think that one is the most important one, cause like, if you're gonna listen, let's say you want to be an artist, right? You want to be like a top artist, like Drake level artist. I always tell people, like, why would you listen to like someone that's trying to become a doctor on how to become that artist? You're just gonna end up being like that, like him. Like when I was coming up, bro, I had so many people tell me like, bro, like that's like, you're not gonna make it, like that's just not the route. But then I look at them and like I'm like, yo, like you're trying to be like a social worker. Like why would I grab your advice? Why am I not listening? Like if I were to listen to like Will Smith on how to become an actor, bro,
Yeah.
I'd probably become that actor, because like he knows how to become that actor. And I'm like, bro, it's like the example of for the Lamborghini and the Toyota. If you want a Lamborghini and you listen to Toyota's driver's advice, you're just gonna end up getting a Toyota. You're literally just gonna end up getting a Toyota. You gotta listen to the people that have the Lambo on how to have a Lambo.
Right.
It makes total sense, you know?
It does.
Everybody just listens to like their best friend because it's their best friend.
No,
But bro,
yeah.
your best friend might not be doing the shit that you want to do.
different
And
lane.
that's his reality,
Mhm.
you know? His reality, his goal, become like a lawyer or whatever it is, you know? Your reality is different. So that's what I always like tell
No,
people.
it makes sense, right?
It
You gotta
makes
surround
super sense.
yourself with people that
Exactly.
are trying to do the same thing as you,
Exactly.
like we're doing.
Or have already made
We're all
it.
trying to be in the same space when we're talking. Like we're all, it's gonna be positive thoughts that we're talking about, and not
Yeah.
like, no, you need that. Like, right? Yeah, you're talking. With
Really?
a Toyota, man.
Yeah, it's a
It's not
Toyota.
gonna make sense.
That is
yeah,
true.
that's true.
Yeah,
You hang out with lions, you'll become a lion. You hang out with fish, you're gonna become a fish.
facts. So I'm kind of wondering, like, how did your your family respond to you taking like the music route? You know, not taking a traditional path of, let's say, being a lawyer, being a doctor, being a social worker, like you mentioned. Like, how did your family react when they were like, you know, you're gonna be a rapper? You know what I mean?
That's a good question. I was a dancer and dancing,
Right.
dancing. But they always told me like, oh, school's important. Like
Yeah.
I struggled a lot to like just finish high school. Like it was like fuck. But at some point they really wanted me to do university, and I would ask them like, oh, so like as a dancer I can do this at university. They actually wanted me to go to Toronto, Ryerson.
Ryerson, yeah.
They wanted me to go there.
No,
My dad was like
girlfriend's, yeah.
searching up like the trials or whatever. And one day I came up to them and I told them like, yo, like I'm not going. And they sat me down like so many times and had so many talks, try to convince me like, yo, like what are you doing? Like you need to go. Like that's the route. Like you have to go. And like for months, me and my family didn't speak. Like we didn't speak. They had lunch, whatever, and I would not speak to them, you know. And then they would see like I would record music. They wouldn't say anything, but I remember this one time I went upstairs and then my dad like again told me like, yo, like what are you doing? Like you're just wasting your time. Like you should be studying. You're 20, I think I was 20 at the time. You're 20 and you're not doing anything, whatever. But then when I actually, started to show, and then results, and then labels reaching out, and then saying like, "Hey, they're flying me out to LA. I'm leaving this Sunday."
Yeah.
They became the biggest supporters ever, like
Wow.
biggest, and they admitted it. They said like, "You proved me wrong. Like you proved us wrong. Like like." And my mom, she kind of supported it, right? Financially, they helped me, right?
Yeah.
Like I was there, they would provide me food, whatever.
Right.
But my mom was like, "Yo, I always knew you had something in you, whatever." And no, now they're super supportive. Like, it's funny because like before they would be so shocked with everything, and now I just tell them like, "Oh, like yo, yeah, July I might go to Miami to meet up with like a big artist," and they're just that's good, like chill, like they're just
No, it's normal.
super normal about it. Yeah,
It's crazy how the
yeah.
perspective changes once you have the proof. You know what I mean? Like
Once you have the work, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, dude, nobody believes it until they see it. You know,
Right,
it's
right.
sad. It's sad. You know, but you just gotta find the people that really fuck with you. Cause like, it's sad too. Cause in my situation, like the only person that really believed in me was like one of my best friends, but he wasn't like always around. But the person I had around was like my ex that I dated for 5 years, right?
Right.
And she was there at my brokest times, like brokest moments. And she was the only one that was really like there, just like pushing. Also a friend that I had in Belgium, because I lived there for 9 years. But
Okay.
it was mostly her that was always around and shit. And like I gotta give it to her. Even though we're not together, I still gotta give props to her
Yeah.
because, bro, she like, and it sucks for her because like now that I got shit going
Yeah.
on, like she's like it's like you invest in a stock. And then the stock, like
Sell
you
it
take
before,
out
yeah.
right when the stock fucking blows,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that's interesting. Like you had someone that was with you before this.
Yeah.
Now, how is it when girls come up to you? Like you were telling us about the crazy like woman before, but now like how is it like finding girls to like date or to even make your wife eventually? Now that they all know who you are, they know you prior to meeting you. They know you're a famous TikTok guy. You got this song, it's a hit. You know, you got millions of streams, millions of like dollars maybe, I don't know. But how is it like, meeting these people now? Like, are they genuine or do you know that there's something behind their like intent? Like,
that's a good question. So, sometimes you could kind of feel it.
Right.
You can feel it like, oh, this person might just, want this or whatever, want that. I don't know. I usually go with my gut because sometimes like I'll actually vibe with a girl.
Right.
Like, we'll actually really vibe, and then I wouldn't like really like care that much because like okay, yeah, I got this, I got that, but like I'm not gonna post you. Like, I'm not posting you. Like, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna take you out somewhere, but I'm not gonna fucking take you out on a yacht or some shit. Like, I'm not gonna, like, you really gotta prove for years that you actually, like, a genuine girl that, okay, like, maybe I can do this and a little bit more for you.
right.
But, if not, like, I don't really, like, question it a lot. My friends do question it a lot. They're like, yo, this girl... and it's true. Like, I'll invite a lot of girls, like, out, especially in where I'm from, Ottawa.
Right.
And there, bro, like, they'll pull up because, like, I'm like probably one of the like biggest
People
in
in Ottawa.
my city.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And it's like it's a gut feeling. I feel
Right,
it's
yeah,
more
yeah.
of a gut feeling.
And you talked about how like your parents kind of switched perspective. Like, did you have a lot of friends too, where like they didn't believe in you, or like they kind of stayed distant from you when you were like first trying to come up, and then now that your song like blew up and everything,
Yeah,
and like
how
were
was
they all
that
like DMing you
relationship?
back,
Yeah.
like, oh my god?
Oh yeah. I had one situation where someone really like talked, like I was working with them like through like the dance thing, and they would talk like really down when I said like I want to make music. It's like, oh, you gotta go LA, like you can't just be making music in your house,
Bedroom,
whatever.
yeah.
You gotta meet people, like, no, like really. And after that, bro, I was so down. Like, I was like, bro, what the fuck? But once I made it, bro, he literally like apologized to me. He was like, bro, like, I'm so sorry. Like, you were like, I was wrong. Like, you proved me wrong. And I respect that.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, bro, like, they think like we're like bros and shit. And they're like, yeah, like, I had one like, bro, like, I thought we were a team, whatever. And I'm like,
shit.
I never knew we were a team, you know?
Yeah.
But no, I had a lot of people congratulate me. The day ones really like respect it. Like they tell me like, bro, we still see you as like Tiago,
Yeah.
like we still see you as like that dude that was with us, like we're like fuck all that shit, And they're always like, making sure that no fucking weirdo is like around. Yes, I do have like some people that, are there just because like I'm top shit or whatever. Well, no, I'm not saying we're top shit, but because of the fame and clout, whatever.
yeah.
And like I can feel it. I can really feel it. Like, I can feel like, yo, this guy is just here because like, bro, like I had one, bro, like he keeps asking like to make a song and whatever, and I'm like, bro, like, this is a business for me, I can't just like,
Not just like a joke.
yeah. And even if he's like super fire or whatever, then okay, I'll be like, okay, like show me that you're trying to build something. Don't just come to me with like no foundation. I want to see shit,
Right.
And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with like the whole like friends. I'm just gonna take off my jacket real quick.
Yeah, the temperature keeps fluctuating. Yeah.
It's getting a little hot. Oh, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So you're talking, a lot about like relationships and how some people are kind of like there for just the clout or for the money and stuff like that, or the women. What is like, the dark side of like LA and stuff like that? Like,
The dark
because
side
I
of
know like
LA.
it can go a little bit deeper than just being there for,
Yeah.
attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the dark side of LA, or the dark side in general, is a lot of us creators or whatever, we feel sometimes like very, very lonely. Like, not very lonely, but sometimes we feel a void because, you know, we can be at a show and everybody, but once you go back home and shit, like, you don't really see who's really there for you because of you, you know? Now, when I go out or when I'm meeting with, like, the girls or whatever, it's like, it's always like, oh, it's probably because I'm, like, this person. It's probably because I'm this and this. But it's difficult because, like, you don't really know, like, if someone really appreciates you for the person that you are, you know? And in terms of dark side of LA is, it's like everybody's trying to make, and they always, I get this from a lot of creators, everybody's trying to make it in LA. Everybody's trying to make it. They're not there, you know, to, you know, yeah, they'll vibe, you'll find your group, right? That, you know, there's good people that will actually fuck with you. And a lot of people, you know, too, you might have clout or whatever, but if you're a dickhead, they're not going to want to work with you. They would rather just work with cool dudes. Like, I know people that have placements with, like, Lil Xan, Tyla, Yahweh,
RP Lil Xan.
Lil Xan. Oh yeah, RP Lil Xan, Lil Xan, and they straight up told me, like, we rather work with really kind people instead of fucking dickheads that have clout, and it's a real thing. But back to the question, the dark side is, like, everybody's trying to make it, so it can feel like everybody's, like, being really nice to you or whatever, but it's actually, you know, a lot of times because, like, they're trying to, you know,
get something,
work or get something.
Yeah, it's a lot of fake.
And a lot of people
a lot of fake.
are probably really desperate to do it, so they start doing things maybe that, like,
they wouldn't normally do.
Oh,
in a way.
yeah.
So, it's a tough situation, man.
It is.
How is, like, the club scene in, like, LA? Like is it like you know, fun, or is it, like, very, like, you know, cliquey?
House parties are fun. Those are fun. I'm not gonna lie. Those are fun.
I feel like those would be fun.
Those are fun. House parties are fun because, like, you know, there's a lot of familiar faces.
Right.
Everybody is socially open because it's a networking business. So like, everybody, it's cool because everybody looks the part, and everything is almost accepted. Everything is accepted. Like, you can look however the fuck you look.
Yeah.
Everything is accepted. The clubs, it looks like everybody's trying to, like, show who has the biggest dick of the club. Like, who can get the most bottles, who can get the most girls, who can get the most this. But yeah, no, clubs are pretty much like that. But some clubs are cool though.
So, like, do you ever just, like, go up to, like, you know, some people in the club, like, and just meet them without even?
Yeah. I'll definitely do that. Yeah. Cause it's like, you know, it's like I when I go to LA, I always tell myself, like, I don't live here, right? So this is the opportunity, right? If I go up, like, I remember I went to this one party. I didn't know anybody there, but I just looked around, and, like, then I saw a girl with the same hair as me, and I'm like, shit. And then that caught my attention, so I went straight up and was honest, being like, yo, we got the same hair, like, we're super marketable, like, we gotta take a video or some shit. And then I met that person, and then through that person I met 3 other people. And then I saw the DJ, and then I met the DJ. Then I saw someone I knew that worked with, like, big artists. Like, I don't know if you guys know Swickle the Child.
Yeah.
Do you guys know Steven Cannon? He's, like, very good friends with Lil Xan.
Okay, I think I've heard of his name. But I don't know if I know him.
He worked with Swickle, and then I saw him, and I remembered that from him, so I went straight up to him. Like, I was literally, you know, everybody's in their corner, and he's, like, behind the DJ, like, with people, and I didn't give a fuck. I just went straight up to him, and I told him, like, I remember you from this when you worked with Swickle when I was coming up, and that really inspired me. I was just straight up, just honest, and he's like, yeah, bro, for sure, like, let's tap in, whatever, follow each other on Instagram, and now we're connected, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, you know, yeah.
That's cool. Like, you can just be, like, one kind of, like, you know, interaction away from having, like, a really cool connection with someone. And, like, we were talking a little bit off camera about it. Like, one of the most rewarding things about this whole come up and just meeting people, networking, is just, like, making new friends too.
Yeah.
Like, cause, like, you know, content creators, we're kind of, like, not relatable to, like, the regular people.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like I bet a lot of your friends, like, you might, like, you know, not really connect with them as much as you did at one point.
100%.
Because you're meeting different people, doing different things, and you got a whole different lifestyle that's hard to, like, really connect with.
Yeah.
So, like, when you meet another creator, like, see, like, we're getting along pretty well here. Like, we met you today. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like I got already so many things that we could talk about versus like, you know, your friends. Like,
Yeah.
like how is that? Like, you know, do you find it
100%.
rewarding meeting these new people? Like,
Yeah, 100%. Like when I'm in LA and I meet these people, man, I can relate so well.
Yeah.
Right. And it's hard because like when I'm back home, it's like everybody, again, different life. Everybody's trying to, you know, and it's hard for me to. I feel like an outcast almost. You know?
yeah.
I feel like
It's almost like the opposite of what you expect, though. A little
yeah,
bit.
it's like
yeah.
it's harder to connect. You know, it's But again, you know, we also vibe on different things. Like, oh, maybe we
Yeah.
like the same sport or some shit, or
Right,
the same
right,
music.
right.
But in terms of like trying to reach a goal,
Yeah.
it's like, yo, it's like it's tough, you know. Like I feel like I also get along because I work out a lot. I get
Yeah.
along with people that like work out,
Right,
So I go to the
right.
gym with them and we get shit done. But in terms of like music, especially, bro, like I will not work with anyone in my city.
Oh,
Like
yeah?
I have not worked with like anyone.
Why do you
It's sad to
why do you
say,
think
but-
that is?
Because half of them want to cloud chase, and
The talent is maybe not there or something.
like the only artist that is like popping from my city is Night Lovell. You guys?
Oh,
probably
yeah,
heard
yeah,
Night
yeah.
Lovell.
I've heard
He's
of him.
from there. He's dope. But the rest moved to LA. Yeah, they're all over
Yeah,
there.
is there a lot of like underground people in Ottawa? I'm assuming there is. Or like, are there any like really big artists? Like we know Drake's from Toronto,
Well, you
The
said
Weeknd
Night
from here.
Lovell.
Night Lovell. 2Time is on the come up. Two times. Shout out to 2Time. He's putting in work. 2Time. That's Dax. Dax, the rapper.
Dax? Yeah, like
Dax.
the
Yeah.
He's from Ottawa, but
cool.
he lives in LA now.
Yeah.
Lex Snor, really good producer. He's this producer, killing it over there. He has big placements with artists. He's in LA.
That's cool, man.
That's it.
We wanna.
That's really
You want to
it.
go to another ad
Yeah,
break? real quick?
we're gonna go to another ad break, but yeah, we're
Okay,
gonna
cool.
continue the
We'll
convo.
be back. Hey guys, Unmastered Podcast here. We just finished a podcast with Tiagz. How do you think it went?
It went great.
No,
not bad.
very good episode.
All right, we're back. We're
It's good.
back.
We're back.
Back
We had to
with
break a little
Tiagz.
bit.
So
There's a guy cutting wood,
Cutting
so if we cut
Yeah.
early, that's probably why.
It was really bad. So
Yeah,
hopefully
bro.
he's on the wood. We were looking over the fence, like you're gonna
Oh
try
my
to tell him
God.
to maybe
we'll throw
like
that clip up in there.
stop cutting it. But
honestly,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you've done some shows. You know, you're an artist. Some of the best things about being an artist, I assuming, and people say is that the part of doing the show is getting to see the people in front of you
yeah, bro.
chanting your music, right? How was that experience for you?
It was crazy. So I had like my first festival show in Utah, and it was a headliner. You know, Post Malone, Snot, Tyla, Yahweh, Suicide Boys, Ski Mask, The Baby, Jack Harlow, Don Tolliver. Like it was crazy,
Wow.
crazy, right? And yeah, it was first festival. You know, I went in. And just being backstage, I got like this one rapper called Stick. He worked with like Young Thug, and he was like, "Yo, what's up?" And you know, we're well connected. And then I went out, and then a guy was he had like a helmet, bro. I didn't even know it was like a helmet. You couldn't see his face, and apparently it was Denzel Curry. And then I went and talked to him like, bro, like you're Denzel Curry. And he's like, yeah, what's up? And then so one of my best homies, bro, he looks exactly, well, not exactly, but he really looks like Juice WRLD and Denzel Curry. Like he
Okay.
really does. And I'm like, bro, you actually look like him. And he's like, no. And I'm like, bro, like, you know you do. Like, no, I don't. And then like my bro was like about to take a picture. He's like, no, I don't want people filming me. Like, no. Like he was so like aggressive and shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, yeah, no, big fan. It was nice to meet you. I want to ask you like, like what do you do for like marketing your music and whatever? And he started, you know, giving advice like, oh, like focus on just making the music, make the music, and then you think about the marketing. Like don't think about the marketing when you're making the music. Like make the music, then
good
do the
tip.
marketing. And then I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, whatever. And then he left, but he was pretty like, you know, like pretty
he's pretty what? Like
like
he's aggressive, the guy.
he was a dick, bro.
Well, he's a
No, I'm
dick?
kidding,
No.
I'm kidding. Kinda, but.
I am the one.
No, yeah, oh, he played that shit.
that's
I
crazy,
went crazy,
probably,
bro.
yeah.
But then backstage, I also met Snot, super chill dude, like one of the chillest dudes.
Riding in the new
Ever,
whipski. Yeah, he's
Yeah, bro. He was just chilling by himself with a bottle of Jack, just chilling.
vibes.
And then I went talking to him, and then had a good convo. You know, exchanged numbers. He was super dope about it. Met Tyla Yahweh too. Tyla Yahweh just high
How
as
is he?
fuck,
Hi.
but just laughing around, just ha ha ha, just grabbing everybody, super chill. And then Night Lavelle, I saw Night Lavelle perform. I met him before in Ottawa when, I had nothing going on, but I saw him again, and he was just like not talking. He was just like focused. Like we were literally like trying to go upstairs, and he was like in the stairs, and then like we were trying to like move in, but he was just standing there like I don't know what the fuck was happening.
In his zone or something.
Then he just fucking went crazy. But yeah, first time performing, it was pretty insane. Yeah.
You're also saying you met famous Dex too?
Yeah, yeah. So that's when I was in LA, and then I saw him just walking on the street. It was called the Grove, where people go shop.
The Bohemian Grove?
The Grove. It's a place in LA.
Yeah.
And he was just walking through, and I'm like, damn. At first I was like, I shouldn't go. Like, and then my bro was like, bro, just go. So I went, and he was so kind, so nice. Yeah.
So yeah, you've met a lot of artists, and you've also, you were talking about how you've met some creators as well. So you've met Gary Vee, I think you said it was.
Yeah. So Gary Vee, I met him online because it was pandemic season.
Right.
I met him at his remember when he was doing the Ask Gary Vee, but it was online. He'd had like a lot of people, like he'd had like five people.
Yeah.
So I was there, and I couldn't believe it because funny thing, Gary Vee, so I was trying to promote my music through like Instagram and shit, right? They didn't really work out because I saw Lil Nas X blow up Old Town Road, right? And then I saw how he did it, and apparently he used memes and to put in his music. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna try to do the same thing, and I did it for Instagram, but a lot of these memes were against the community guidelines. So there was no way, like my Instagram, like I posted like 100 videos already with memes, and then my Instagram was telling me after, hey, your account's gonna get banned if you keep doing it, and my account just disabled. Like I had like 9,000 followers, and my account just done, over. And then I was sitting there, I'm like, wow, I really don't have any way to promote my music. But I would listen to Gary Vee a lot. Gary Vee was the only person really that I would listen to. You know how, like I said before, listening to the right people?
Yeah.
He was the only one that I listened to, and all his advice, I really just applied and just fucking went for it. And then at that time when my Instagram got deleted, he was saying TikTok.
Yeah.
Patience. TikTok, bro. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to go on TikTok. It's TikTok or nothing. But everybody was hating on TikTok. They were like, oh, this is for a app for 15-year-old kids. Everybody was hating on it. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking go.
Yeah.
Whatever. Bro, after posting 702 videos, dead ass, 702 videos, I had finally one viral video. Wow. And those 700 videos, bro, like, I was trying everything. I was trying the randomest thing, the cringiest thing, I was just so, it was option A or nothing. I couldn't go back, And I didn't have my Instagram, so there was no way. I just had to continue. So what happened is like, I saw this video of this guy, the meme that goes like, I'm in the ghetto, ratatata.
Yeah.
I saw that video. It had like 135 million views. And I'm like, yo, this is viral. What the fuck? And I looked at the comments, and someone said, guys, someone please make a song with this. And I'm like, yo, that's my move. That's what I'm going to do. So I made the whole video of like how to make a song with this. Made it like Aladdin cool video, whatever. And then I remember I had it on my phone, and I was about to go take a shower, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna post it later. But then I don't know why, always with the shower, bro, I swear. I went to shower, and then I came back, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna post it, fuck it. Posted it, took a shower. I had work the next day like very early, like 7 a.m. I had to wake up like at 6 a.m. And then I came back, and it was like at 10K, and I'm like, oh shit, like cool, that's dope. And it was at 26K, and I'm like, oh shit, that's awesome. And this shit turned all the way to 120K, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, shit. And then, bro, all night, that shit my phone kept buzzing. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I look at my phone, and it says 300K. I'm like, there's no fucking way. This is after the 702 times posting.
Right.
Viral that was going.
That's a huge change.
This was
right?
the
what kind of numbers were you getting before?
the most I got maybe like 200K, but it was very rare.
Right. So like hitting 300K is a pretty big deal at that time.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. And my phone kept buzzing, and I couldn't sleep. I was like, bro, I gotta go to sleep. And the great part about this is like I would get views on the video, but people would go on my YouTube to check the song, and the song was going too. It was like 20K.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah, and then I see both notifications. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy. Going. So I actually go to sleep for a bit. I wake up the next morning, 1 million. That was my first 1 million.
Overnight, 1
Overnight,
million.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the actual fuck? I go to my work. I get in the Wi-Fi, and my phone buzzing every single second. Bzz, bzz, bzz. 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. I'm like, what the fuck? And then my bro comes to me, and he's like, dude, how are you? And I'm like, bro. And I grab my phone, and I show him my phone. Just bzz, 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 bzz. And I'm like, bro, I'm going viral. Wow. And then I was like, he's like, no way. Like, what the fuck? And then, dude, like all day just kept buzzing 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, 8 million.
Holy
and then
shit,
I couldn't believe it. I was like, bro. And I was at the supermarket. I thought I was the shit. Thought I was famous already. Just walking around like, oh shit. And then that video ended up getting like 13 million views. And I was like, okay, this strategy works. I need to double down on what this shit is doing. So I did the same process, did a couple more. And then I did the My Heart Went Oops one, because I saw My Heart Went Oops was trending as a jazz and blues song. But in my head, I was like, you know what? Let me make this a trap song. Nobody's going to vibe to a jazz and blues song. Nobody. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make a trap song. So I did the same process of my viral video, boom, boom, boom. Then I posted it. It got 50K max. I was like, okay, that song is not going to work. Let me move on. So I do a couple more songs. I upload this song on DistroKid. DistroKid is a distributor that puts your songs everywhere. So what happened was I put this song on DistroKid, and the title, I named the song My Heart Went Oops. The original song that was going viral is called Oops. But because the trend is called, like they say, Oops, My Heart Went Oops. Yeah. People thought that the name of the song was My Heart Went Oops. Oh. So what happened was, if you search My Heart Went Oops, my song appears as the first one. Right? So someone used it as a background for their video. And it got 3 million views. And I'm like, that's sick. I discovered this like a week later. I'm like, oh, okay, sick. And then I see another video of like a transition, like crazy transition, 5 million views with the song. And I'm like, bro, that's fucking sick. And then I keep making new songs. 3 days later, I see a creator called Zarbra. He goes by Zarbra, and he's like pretty big in LA. And I see he does the transition, and I'm like, dude, that's so fucking sick. Like, I know this creator, dope. So glad. And then this is when shit gets crazy.
Oh shit!
Wait, I'm getting a little hot. Hold on.
Here, bring it down a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
He's getting hot for this one.
He's getting real hot. This is getting steamy.
I'm getting hot. Here, I can put this here, right?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Is here good? All right.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
This shit gets crazy. I go to work. I used to work at a parkour gymnastics center. Okay, yeah. So I was working at a parkour gymnastics center, and it was an after school too. I would like take care of the kids, whatever. So I'm out with the kids, whatever. I sometimes check my phone. And this time I checked my phone, I looked at my snaps, and then I had a friend that I met through TikTok, and he always messages me when something is going on. So he messaged me, and I'm like, okay, dope. And I open it, and he's like, bro, Charlie D'Amelio used your song.
Holy.
And I'm like,
nah.
Yeah, bro. Like, the fuck? Charlie D'Amelio, bro. Like, nah. And then, bro, I go close to like the trampolines. I'm sitting there just watching them. And then I actually go to her account, bro. And, bro, I like go and then I press the first video. And then it's a video of Charlie D'Amelio and Lil Huddy. And then I see my song, literally, My Heart Went Oops, Tiagz. My heart went oops. Yeah, just doing the dance. And I'm like, bro, after that moment, I looked around and I'm like, there's no fucking way. There's no And then I see like kind of people like looking at me, whatever. And I'm like, bro, they know. Like, there's no. They no, bro. I was like, there's no way. The video already, like, she posted it like an hour ago. Already had like 3 million views. Like, wow, I'm like, there's no fucking way. I go back in the Like I have like a break, and then I look and I'm like, there's no fucking way she just used it.
Yeah.
This is so crazy. There's like, I couldn't believe it. It was one of the most, like, my blood was going through my brain cells, bro. I
can't imagine.
bro, the
that, yeah.
feeling, just it like, bro, it felt like I was on coke, bro. Like that, bro. I never took coke, but like I felt like it was. Oh man, it's like, oh dude, it's like, you know, when you're really, 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 really in love and you feel that
Yeah,
shit,
you get adrenaline.
bro.
Like
It was,
ecstasy.
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. And then got back home, bro. Those numbers, you know, the sound numbers, it was like at 1,000. It went from 1,000 to 9,000 to 10,000, 100,000, 300,000, 500,000. I'm like, bro, this is insane. This is insane. And then just videos after videos after videos after videos. And I'm like, bro, and then I take a story. I remember I took a story. I'm like, bro, this might be the moment. This is the moment. I think this is the moment. Kept going. And I'm like, okay, nothing has happened. The videos keep growing, but I'm like, okay, something must happen. I was in the car and I was like, I remember I was speaking to God. I was like, yo, like, is this or nothing? Is this opportunity right now or nothing? Then I get back home, and as soon as I get back home, I get an email, Republic Records. And I'm like, I didn't know Republic Records. And then I look, Ariana Grande's label, Drake's label, and I'm like, bro, this is the fucking, like, and I tell my dad, like, bro, like, dad, like, Republic Records just emailed me and they're interested. And he's like, no way. Like,
Who the fuck's that?
like, who's that? He's like, whoa. He's like, yeah, I knew. He's like, but then I have a phone call with them. I try to talk with them and everything. They're like, oh yeah, we might. They give me some terms that I don't understand. Shit, like single deal.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
give you this and this. Like, oh, I'll call you later. But then they never called back. Then another label reached out, Alamo Records. They reached out, same phone call. I tried to talk with them, and bro, like it was so hard to talk. Like I didn't understand
Yeah, yeah,
shit
yeah,
again.
yeah.
But then before all of that, when I had my first viral video, I had someone reach out to me, and he was like, "Bro, like I can help you. I can help you sign a record deal. I can help you with this, this, this." I ignored it. I was like, "Bro, this guy just wants money. Fuck it." Then he messaged me again. Ignored it. He messaged me a third time. He's like, "Bro, let me at least give you my pitch." And you know what? I felt bad for the guy. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Then I have the phone with him. Then I ask him all the questions, how labels work, how this works, how this works. He explains to me everything. And I'm okay. He seems like a cool dude. And then he helped me try to sign something, but it never happened. But then we didn't talk. And then he reaches out back out to me like a while later. And then I'm like, dude, did you see what the fuck just happened? And then I tell him like, Charlie D'Amelio just fucking used my song and labels are hitting me up. He calls me. He's like, bro. And then I tell him, I don't know how to talk with these labels. And he's like, bro, listen, let me be a good manager for you. I'm not going to charge you anything. Let me just show you that I can be a good manager for you and get you like the deal. Cause this shit is like one in a lifetime thing. And I'm like, you know what? All right. He seemed like super interested, whatever. So I'm like, all right, let's do it. Show me that you can be a good manager. Then more labels hitting me up. Bro, every single label hit me up, bro. It was crazy. And while that was happening, I was like, yo, I'm going to keep doing this momentum. I'm going to keep doing this song thing that's working. Let me keep doing it. And then next thing you know, my manager spoke with that. My manager is right now the same manager. He spoke with Epic Records saying like, oh, you know, because he was working with a producer with Epic, it was Epic Records back at the time. So he showed like the music and what was going on. And Epic Records was like, we want to sign this kid right now. We're going to fly him out. Boom. And then we started talking and he's like, yo, yeah, like they want to fly you out. And I'm like, I can't believe it. Like that LA, they want to fly you out of LA. I've never been to LA, always dreamed of it. I remember talking about it, how it was so hard because it was so much money, but it was like, yo, they're going to fly you out. And I'm like, yo, and more labels, just videos going up, 1 million videos, 2 million videos. I was like, in my mind, I was like, bro, all this shit is going on. And I'm just like, wow, like this is the moment. Like, I'm like, what I've dreamt of, like, this is it. I kept making videos about it, content about it, just speaking about it. Then long story short, it was one of my last days at work. And my manager told me, like, just stay at work just in case, because he wanted to make sure that I was going to be flown out. I was already making a lot of money from the songs.
Yeah.
But the problem is like the income comes like 2 months later. So I don't really know really how much money I'm making. So that last job day was, I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? I'm like going viral. I got labels hitting me up, and I'm here with this motherfucking kid trying to teach him how to fucking do a roll or whatever, a cartwheel. I like, bro, I'm like, I'm out of it, right? And then I said bye to everybody, and then they're like, whoa, you're quitting? And like, yeah, I'm like flying out of LA, like I made it. And then people were like, no fucking way. And I'm like, yeah, like look. And then they're like, oh my gosh, what the fuck? So long story short, they fly me out of LA, and I'm in LA, you know? And at that, when I flew out of LA, I dropped They Call Me Tiago, right? So They Call Me Tiago hadn't took that much momentum. So I was at the label meeting, and bro, like I was sitting there just with the CEO. CEO was right there. The executive was right there. Like this is Epic Records, like Sony. Like you gotta need a car to get in. Like I see the Sony buildings, like Hollywood studios, and like the, you know, like the actual things like that directors do for movies, like the big doors and shit.
Yeah,
like
the stages,
yeah, the stages, exactly. And I was there, bro, and you know, I went in the room, and then was sitting down. They were blasting my music in these like huge ass speakers, and they're like, we want to sign you. And I'm like, damn, all right, like let's fucking do it. And then but you know, of course with lawyers it takes a little while, right? So I went to go see other labels because other labels were interested. And then there was this one label called Hitco. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Reid. Reid, he basically signed like 21 Savage, Future, DJ Khaled, J-Lo. He found J-Lo. He found Usher. He found Justin. No, I don't think he found Justin Bieber, no. But he did something with Justin Bieber. He was in the X Factor as a judge. Like he's a big deal behind the music scene. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. So I go, and so Hitco, Jennifer Lopez is signed with Hitco. Dixie D'Amelio is signed with the Hitco. St. John. St. John. He's signed with Hitco. So I go in there, right? And it's so funny because like everything is like, you know, when you're behind the scenes, you really see that everything is aligned. It's crazy. So I was there sitting down, you know, they were talking. So this dude, he's the A&R. He was talking to me. He was like, yeah, we have these artists, whatever. I didn't know who St. John was. So he plays me a record. This record hadn't blow up yet.
Oh, I know.
And he plays me Roses, the remix.
Holy shit.
The remix. And then he plays it like, no, and I'm like, oh yeah, I think I've heard this. Not bad. Like, I was like, but it hadn't blown up yet.
Yeah.
It hadn't blown up. And then I was just playing, oh, okay, like, yeah, it sounds cool, whatever. And then Reid comes in the room, the CEO of the whole thing. And he's like a character, bro. He sits down. You know how those like meetings, the labels, there's huge tables. He sits like at the fucking end of the table, and then he like brings everybody in the building in like the table. So everybody comes in, and I'm just looking at everybody. Okay, like what's going on? and then he's like, we're ready, and I'm like, ready for what? And then the guy beside me tells me like, okay, so how Reid works is like you have to do a performance in front of him, and that's when he'll decide to sign you. And I'm like, bro, I've never performed in my life. He's like, just do something, you know. So I wish this was all filmed. I'm so mad it wasn't, because it's just lost in time now. But I was like there, and I was like, okay, you know what? Then I look at everybody. I'm like, all right, guys, I've never performed in my life, but I'm just gonna dance to my song, and you know, what's up? So I dance, you know, put my unreleased music. I start dancing. Everybody just freaks out, like, what the fuck? Then they send me to another room, and they keep my manager there. And then my manager comes in, and they're like, yeah, so apparently they want to sign you, and they don't want you to leave the building until you sign. And I'm like, what? That's crazy. What the hell? So I actually tell them, like, okay, I actually want to talk with this guy because I don't even know who this guy is, whatever. So he comes in the room. You know, big deal, whatever. And I straight up tell him like, who, what do you do? Like, who are you? Like, and then he laughs like, ha ha ha. Like he's like a big guy,
I need to
right?
see what this guy looks like. Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead, dude. Like,
no, keep going.
Okay. And he's like laughing like, ha 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 ha. He's like, well, I discovered, you know, Usher. And then he tells me the story how he signed 21 Savage, and he's like, yeah. So 21 came in the room, and I signed him on the spot. And then he said like, He said I signed him for like 100,000, and but he didn't want it. He didn't want it.
Oh.
And then he told him like, yo, I'll sign for one condition. And he's like, what? If you get me a Rari. That's what 21 Savage said to LA Reid. If you get me a Rari, and he's like, okay, listen, I won't get you a Rari, but I'll give you the money for a Rari. He's like, all right, bet. And that's how he signed 21 Savage. And he was just telling all these stories on how he signed Usher and all these people. And then he sees like, yo, like I see potential, whatever. And then we told him what we asked for, because we were basically asking for like a 7-digit budget, right? So for the advance. So labels give you an advance, money for you, and then money for recording. So it's like, that's why when you see like $5 million deals, it's basically like $1 million for the artist and then $4 million as a recording budget. Recording budget, you pay for studio time, features, 100K features and all that shit. And then we were like, okay, so we left the building. So for them to negotiate, they wanted they gave us an amount of money for like 6 albums. It was huge. And I was like, yo, this is too much. And we didn't take it. So, still looking at labels. And then finally we ended up signing with Epic Records. Before we signed, because signing takes months. But Epic Records was like, okay, we decided that we're going to sign you. Flew back to my hometown. Soon as I fly back, fucking They Call Me Tiago blows the fuck up. Like, that song blows up. And I'm like, let's fucking go. Like, that means everything goes up. Like, the advance goes up, the money goes up, everything. Perfect timing, bro. And it happened again. Charli D'Amelio used it. It just went crazy again. And I'm like, bro. Like, I was like already like, bro, one song, okay.
Right.
But second one, I'm like, okay. Because I was scared. I was so scared to be a one-hit wonder.
Yeah,
I was like, I cannot be a one-hit wonder. I cannot. Second one blows up. I'm like, fuck. All right. That blew up. All right. I'm like, let's go. Like, let's fucking go. And then I signed the record deal, COVID happens, right? COVID happens. That fucks everybody up. Sally, my dad literally lost his job. And then the day after, I signed the record deal. So we're like, good, right? And then, just doing the same shit, whatever. And then the next song that blows up is Float on the Sound. Hey, dude, no. I dropped that song, bro, like 7 months ago. I don't even know how that blew up, but it blew up in the Middle East, then it blew up in Asia. And I just duetted this cute girl that did it. And then that shit started to take off. So I'm like, a third fucking song? Let's fucking go. Just blew up. And then that was an independent song that I had in my catalog. My label wanted to buy it. They wanted like 40,000 for the single. And I'm like, I didn't want to sell it because I was like, you know what? Like, no, because you already have like 2 songs, but I haven't seen like crazy work on it. But they promised that They Call Me Tiago, they were going to put it on radio. And they did. They kept their promise.
So how does it work with that? So like the label will like kind of just put stuff on the radio, and like same thing with like Billboard. Like, do you just get on Billboard? Like, how does that whole like thing work? Is it all labels kind of just paying for it, or?
Well, for radio, it's basically labels paying for these radio stations. They have all the money in the world, right? So once the record is working, they'll like, push it. In terms of Billboard, I genuinely thought like, you get like the record, whatever. But I remember one time I was in the studio and working with like, legit people. And one of them asked me like, yo, what's your goal? Like, what's your goal? And I'm like, yo, like, I just like really want a song on Billboard. And then they all kind of like giggled like, and then I'm like, what was that? And then they were like, oh, that's just like one phone call. And I'm like, oh shit, one phone call. One phone call, you can get that shit on Billboard. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, that's crazy. And then it made me realize like how the industry is just like, you just, what's it called? The industry is just who you know.
Just connections.
It's just who you know. Yeah. How much attention you can get and who you know. Yeah.
All right, we got 30 seconds here to another ad break, so we're going to be back, but great stories.
Dude,
man.
this is like groundbreaking. Yeah,
Fire.
so awesome.
Fire.
Do you guys remember that guy's name? Like, I'm not sure. Was he like...
Who? Which guy?
Margo.
Margo?
Nah, bro. They call me Tiago.
I don't know who's Margo.
All right,
Amazing. We're back.
So we really
Dude,
we're
this
getting
is
some good
awesome.
stuff. Like this is an awesome podcast.
How
so
can we
far.
We're saying
do
we don't
better
think he
podcasts than
realizes...
this now?
We're saying we don't think he realizes how many things you've done. Like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
listening to all
dude.
this, it's crazy. and how it all happened like in such a small time frame.
It does, it does. But like I was saying, like once you have that moment, once you have that piece that takes you to the next level, everything goes way faster. And I'm so used to it now. Like it's such a normal thing now for me.
Oh, yeah.
But back in the day, if I look back at me right now, back in the day, I'd be so amazed. I'd be like, wow, like just meeting the people in LA, just like having normal convos and just being in that scene. It's like, wow, I would have never really imagined. And even the producers that I'm working with, like all these producers, like there's some producers like that have like Billboard charts with like MGK, Dua Lipa, like big heads, you know, like writers for Chris Brown, writers for Lil Durk. Just me being homies with them now, it's like, it's wow.
How does that feel? How does that feel coming just from recording in your basement to now where you are?
Bro, I don't know, I
It's
have
just
no
like
words, man.
the-
But something I do realize, like these are just dope people. Like I don't care. I don't really. Yeah, it's cool that you wrote for this person. But if I don't really vibe with you, I don't really want to work with you.
Yeah.
It is true. Like I'm vibing with like the like. Shout out to my man Stick. Like Stick, he wrote a lot of like Lil Durk shit, whatever.
He's got a track with
But,
Young Thug and J. Cole, right?
Oh no, this is another guy.
It's a different
It's
guy.
a Stick Gon' Bang. Stick Gon' Bang.
Oh,
Stick
okay,
Gon'
okay.
Bang. He's a great writer, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
He has like flows like crazy, and I get along with this guy. Like he's really like we work well together. But it's not because he like wrote this and this and this. It's because like he's good and he like works really well, and we work really well. Like we have a really good connection, and I think that's like the most important
Definitely.
when working with these people too. Yeah.
And then he's also talking about people he's met in LA, and then those people know pop. Like now we're sitting here talking to him. Like this is almost like us,
Dude.
like,
Yeah,
when he's
and
talking,
this is
right?
like
you
our
realize,
moment
yeah,
a little
and
bit, yeah.
everything is a tree, bro. Because like we might know each other, and then we finish the podcast posted. I'll post videos, and I'm pretty sure some creator that's gonna watch this podcast that lives in Toronto or whatever, he's gonna be like, "Damn, I want to be in this podcast too."
Sure.
And then boom, y'all connected to this person and this
maybe
person.
Mr. Drizzy Drake.
You never know.
Maybe.
You never know.
You know the dad, so
I know the dad. I know the dad.
You can
I
get
know
Dennis
daddy.
on.
Dennis,
The
yo,
dad.
Dennis would
Daddy
be
out.
sick, yo.
Yeah.
How to raise like the best rapper in the game.
How do you do it?
Dude, literally,
Yeah.
that'd be a hard podcast.
Yeah, oh,
He's
yeah.
like a rare Pokemon, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like no.
Yeah.
But
crazy.
another example, and I'm just gonna give this last one. And it's also a cool story too. I met this guy and we were already connected, but we saw each other at a party. He was super dope. Like, yo, what's up, bro? Boom, boom, boom. I didn't know really what he did, and then I was like, yo, we should tap in, like, get in the session. So I go to his house, and I look up, bro, and I see like plaques with Juice WRLD, plaques with Lil Xan, and
He's
I'm
a producer?
like, he's a producer, and I'm like, oh shit, like this guy's
Who's the
something.
producer?
His name is Kill of fuck. He goes by John Kill of. He basically, to finish the story. So we worked whatever, and then he tells me like, I look at the plaque and it's "Betrayed" by Lil Xan, his biggest song, and I'm like, oh damn, so like you were a part of it. My friend asked, Stick Gon' Bang. Yeah, he asked us like, oh, you were part of it. He's like, oh yeah, bro. Like I helped him write it. I mixed and mastered it for him. And it's funny because the Lil Xan apparently, and you guys probably know the story, but he came up to their squad as a photographer. He was just trying to do like,
No, I didn't even know
oh shit, he was trying to do photography for them. And one night they went to a party and they stole his camera, and he was like, fuck. And then after that, he was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna be a rapper.
that. Oh, shit.
And then yeah, literally.
I never
And
knew
then
that.
he got a first face tat of his mom, and he was like, and they told him like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? You can't just do a face tat and already.
That's oddly like very wholesome though.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, like
bro.
some people they get like some weird
Yeah,
shit
bro,
on, but like
right?
you know,
He's got a
piece of his
bunch now,
mom,
but-
like
His mom can't get mad.
yeah, like
yo.
he's got the face tat, but at least
Yeah,
it's of
yeah.
his mom, right? So,
Facts. But it's just like little stories like that of how everybody's connected. Back to what we were saying, I was just like, oh,
That's interesting.
And I didn't even know. I just vibed with the dude, you know? And then I realized, oh, this guy did some crazy shit.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, it's crazy how everything's connected. You know.
Oh, dude.
You know?
Yeah, bro. We're all connected.
We're all connected in some facet. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
And I was going back to the LA thing. We were saying like before we started the pod, if we were to see each other at like some sort of party in LA, we'd immediately be like the closest people because like we know each other. There's something about it that like the people that you know from your hometown, seeing them in another part of the world, you're immediately the closest.
Yeah.
It's such a weird thing how that works, but that's like the power of like, you know, where you're from and staying true to that, right? Like
You got that bond.
that bond.
Because
Yeah.
it's easy, right? Like people have a hard time at least talking at parties and things like that, getting started to talk. So you know that this guy's from Canada. That's one thing, you know, you can talk about. Right at the
Yeah,
beginning,
bro. If we
and
were at a
you
party
vibe,
LA,
you know?
and y'all were there, I'll be like, like every creator I know, I'll be like, yo, y'all gotta fucking work with
Yeah, I
this dude.
appreciate that.
Like,
dude.
no, like y'all gotta get on a podcast, cause bro, all these creators they love that shit. Bro, I swear they love. Cause bro, no,
They
like,
love it.
no, the thing is like all these creators have success,
Right.
bro. They are so proud of themselves, and just them going through the experience and talking. Like right now, I'm having a blast, cause like, damn, I did some shit, you know.
Yeah.
And all these creators, bro, like they want to share that. They want to inspire people. They want to really like. It's really what they like. The success, you know, someone's success is so pure to them, and bro, they would love being on a podcast. They would love that shit.
And everybody has a story, right?
Everybody has a story,
Exactly.
and everybody
Yeah.
wants to tell it. Yeah,
Sure.
And oftentimes you guys are creating. You're not sharing your stories, right?
Exactly.
You're just creating all the
Exactly.
time. But there's so much going on behind the scenes that like things like this, you finally get a chance to get it out, right?
Yeah. No,
Feels good.
fuck with
probably,
y'all.
you know what I
Thank
mean?
you for having me.
No, and it's good for us too because we want to hear, right?
Yeah,
And that's the whole thing why we started this. We want to hear your stories, everyone's stories, and we want to take that and learn for ourselves as well, right?
Yeah.
We're also creators, right?
Yeah.
Doing music,
That's true.
films. We want to.
Yeah, this is almost
take
like
it.
like a coach, you know, teaching the athletes like what to do a little bit. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like although like, you know, we're talking about your story, we're learning a ton. Like
For
it's
sure.
not like, you know, impulsive full send where they're already like at that
Yeah.
level where they've made it, they've been through it. We're also like we're in the shoes of the audience in a way.
yeah,
Like we know just as much as the audience most of the time.
yeah.
And we
true.
come here and we're like, wow, like our minds are blown. So like we
Yeah,
hope, you
I
know what I
feel
mean?
that.
Like
I
it's a
feel
different
that.
dynamic, you know?
I feel that. I
Like-
feel that. Cause like when I'm in LA and they tell me these stories, I'm like, I'm amazed. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that's like that. I didn't know.
Well, you were telling me something about how like they love mushrooms in LA or something.
Oh wow, yeah. That's something that I respect.
It's not even surprising.
I respect, but it's something like I would never understand because I know deep down if I were to try it, I'd be telling y'all the same thing. Yo, guys, y'all have to try it. Like I really believe so, but I just don't want to put some bullshit in my fuck because I know it's apparently this is what they say. Mushrooms, if you take them and you're with the right people, it really expands your mind and you become really grateful. You start looking at a water bottle or some shit and you're like, you start looking at it a different way and like you're, you know, some shit like that. But I had this convo with one dude and he was like saying like, bro, like not even like you should try mushrooms, you have to try it. And that's what's scary. It's
Yeah.
like this man is telling me I have to. Like I have to. Then I told him, okay, if I take mushrooms once, do I have to take it again? And he's like, no, like you gotta take it like not like every day, but like, you know, it just makes you happy. And I'm like, whoa, that's scary.
No, I know a couple people too.
Oh yeah, that I don't know. I'm just like, I don't want to be dependent from something so I can be happy, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fucked.
Because
I
there's
don't
some
want
people
that.
who microdose it.
Yeah,
Like they have tea,
Yeah.
like mushroom tea.
yeah,
Like
that's
daily.
huge.
There's some
Yeah.
people daily.
And I respect it, you know, like do your thing, you know.
Yeah.
In my life, I just want to reach a certain goal and I don't want, you know, I rather fucking suffer the fucking pain in order to get there instead of grabbing a shortcut and
Right,
being
no,
happy for like a moment, you know?
That's a unreal mentality because there's a lot of people who that's the opposite of their mentality.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, I'm gonna try everything and get my hands on. You know, maybe they're really sheltered when they were like brought up, and and that's how you get like those addicts and stuff in LA.
Yeah.
You know, it could be. You know, we talk about how things are always exponentially going up,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
there is another side of stuff. You know, things can go equally down, and especially when you're at this point, it's like Will Smith said, the devil comes when you're at your highest
Oh,
point.
dude, I've
kinda
seen it,
thing.
bro. I was at this house party. Like I remember because like it was one house party. This is LA. There's one house party and there's always an after party. Like after party, there's like 4 after parties.
Yeah.
I was at one house and then my boy had his like mansion. I told him like, oh, can I invite some people? And he was like, yeah, sure, bro. I was I was drunk, right? But I invited so many people. But since I'm from a city, Ottawa, that there's not a lot of movement, I feel like not a lot of people are gonna show up.
Right.
Bro, the whole fucking building showed up. And I came in that room and I'm like, it was like, bro, the house was so big, but there was so many people. And I'm like, and I saw the guy, the owner of the house, and I'm like, bro, I'm so sorry. I didn't know so many people were gonna show up. And then he had to kick everybody out. But once everyone was kicked out, there was another room, it was smaller. I was there, chilling, and then I just see everybody doing coke. Everybody just putting coke in their phone. It's a regular thing here too, but once I saw everybody in the room just doing coke shit, I'm like, respect to the people who do it. I don't care, right? But I was like, man, like this is not for me. Like I'm good. Like like, and then I'll just do coke, whatever. Like I've seen it in front, I've touched it, whatever. But I'm just like whatever. I'm not about that.
It's a slippery slope.
How many times have you been to LA? Like, since you went the first time.
Probably
you go
like
often now. Or?
Yeah. Like probably like maybe 7, 8 times, 6, something like that.
How's the traffic over there?
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah,
it's one thing.
It's
That's
bad.
terrible, right?
But if you're driving a Corvette and shit, it's a vibe. I don't care if there's traffic and shit. I'm vibing. Yeah. But no, traffic's pretty bad. Yeah. Like, bro, just because I was in Malibu, right? Last time, recently, right now. And it's an hour drive, bro. Like, I had to drive for an hour. But, dude. Yeah.
Or is that like one of your favorite spots? Is LA? Like, you have like, you said maybe you're
honestly, bro, it was until I went to Miami.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Until I went to Miami. Miami, bro, holy shit. I love Miami, but for work, LA.
Yeah.
But Miami, bro, and the bitches in Miami, bro.
It's a different vibe.
Bro, I thought, dude, I thought LA bitches were the shit. They're pretty. But, bro, you go to Miami, they're so, and they're so nice because they have Latin, like Latina or like origins.
Yeah.
And they're so nice, dude. They have the fattest asses, bro. I'm so sorry. They're so hot.
Shout out to Latinas.
Man.
We love you.
Miami's great. Miami's great. I had a fun time. Super fun time. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. I don't know. You guys want to keep going or?
Yeah.
We got 50 topics to talk about. Wait, what was I gonna say? Who else have you met that's like a big person?
You said you mentioned Dixie D'Amelio.
Dixie D'Amelio.
Yeah,
Right?
Dixie D'Amelio, yeah. That was an interesting one because like we follow each other on TikTok, right?
Right.
So and she's actually like the last song that I dropped. It's called "Love You Better," and the producer like I'm really good friends with, and Dixie D'Amelio's been working a lot with that same producer.
Right.
So one time I went to the club. It's called Hyde. It's a very prestigious club. And I went in the club, chilling. And I see Dixie D'Amelio, and someone told me, oh, yeah, Dixie D'Amelio's there. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to say hi. So I go up, and then I go to her. She's, like, in the middle of the booth of, everybody surrounding her, security, whatever. I just go through whatever. And I'm like, oh, hey, like, you work with my producer. Like, I don't know if you recognize me. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? Hi. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's been good, whatever. And then my boy, I look at him and I know like he wants to take a picture of us. So I go up to him and I'm like, hey, like, do you mind if we like take a picture real quick? It's, for my homie. And she's like, with her voice like, I think another time. And then I was like, oh, okay, no worries, whatever. But my homie was pissed. He was like, bro, how if y'all like follow each other, whatever, she uses your song and shit and she can't take a picture with you. Like, what the fuck? And then after that, he was like, I'm gonna work so hard and I'm gonna own the whole club for a night and just invite who I want. And I don't know, but I didn't really care, right? But he was like furious. He's like, bro, like how can she not fucking do that for you? Like what the fuck? So entitled, fucking bitch. So I was like, not to that point, but like, But yeah, that's when I met Dixie D'Amelio. Yeah.
That's sick, dude. What were you talking about before? Your Genius, like, experience.
Oh, Genius, yes. So my heart almost blew up, And then Genius reached out. I always wanted to. It was a dream.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go. But I was pissed because I couldn't go to the office. They actually came to my house because it was COVID times.
Oh, okay,
shit.
okay.
So they came to my house, set up the whole thing in my basement. I was like, damn. Oh no, I had an interview first, right? And then I had a Genius open mic.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So I did the interview, talked about how I blew up, whatever. It was cool. And then I did the Genius open mic thing. And I was still beginning in terms of like performing live or recording, whatever. And I set my shit so bad that the sound was it was very auto-tuney type thing. And then in my mind, now when I did the open mic Genius, I was like, bro, I want this to go viral, so I'm gonna do this like the dumbest way. Like I'm gonna do some dumb shit. So the open mic starts with me just laying on the couch and falling down. So it's like stupid. And then I just doing weird dances, whatever. The Genius video goes up, bro, and bro, I get roasted, bro. Like, how is this like him? He got on Genius. What the fuck? This TikToker got on Genius? Because I get a lot of hate being from TikTok, right?
For sure.
So just like what the fuck? It got more dislikes than likes, that video.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck,
And
yeah.
it hurt my feelings, but I was like, I'm on Genius, bitch. Like whatever. Like fuck it, you know? But yeah, dude.
How do you deal with the hate?
That's a good question. How do I deal with the hate? So, a couple things. One, I always tell myself if you're not getting hate, if you don't have haters, you're not
Doing something wrong,
right.
yeah.
You're doing something wrong. Second of all, when I came up, nobody paid attention to me like at all. Nobody gave a fuck. So just the fact that I'm getting that hate, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Like it's dope. Second of all, I feel like haters is a form of projection. It's just someone. If someone really don't like you, they're not gonna waste their time on you and say some shit. But no, these people do. Like they will. They are your biggest fans. They will be there and they will tell you. And then I had conversations with like more people, and then I really came to realize like a hater. They will try to put you down because they are confused on why themselves they're not doing as good as you. So they will say like, oh, it's because but he's a TikToker. What else? But he fell off. That's a big one. That's a huge one. Oh, but he fell off. But he will say that to reassure himself that he is not at that position.
Right.
Oh, he fell off, so it's okay for me to be here.
Right.
It's okay for me to be still at the shit position that I'm at. And that's a hater. A hater will like throw poison at something to accept the position that they're at, but they're not happy with this position, but they will hate on that person so they can feel better about themselves. You know, it's like, let's say my dream as a kid was to be a professional player, right? And I'm a big Ronaldo fan. Like, fuck Ronaldo. Like, every time they touch him, he falls. Like, fuck that bitch. Like, oh, shit. Like, he's shit. But in reality, you dream to be that person.
Yeah.
You dream. But because he's not doing well at a game, whatever, it makes you kind of feel better to say, oh, like, look, he's not as good as before. Just to feel that insecurity that person has. And that, like, I went deep down in the hater's mind of psychology to understand what a hater is, and that's what a hater is. And me coming from TikTok, I feel like I get a lot of more hate because, you know, a lot of these mainstream artists, they're not from TikTok, right? But because I'm from TikTok and all of these people are on TikTok, whatever, I feel like I get a little bit of more hate because I'm from there. And also, I've done it so many times, right? There's a quote that says, either you die a hero or you stay long enough and you become the villain. I feel like I stayed on so long that I ended up becoming a villain. So now, before I used to get so much love on TikTok. I still do get love, but now I have a lot of haters, like a lot of haters. Like when I'm performing, bro, when I post like my content on like performing live, festival, it's like, oh, but the crowd is dead. Oh, how did he get on? Oh, but he's a TikTok. How, blah, 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 blah. But they've seen how much I took for me to get on a festival, and they don't want to accept it. It's like SoundCloud rappers, bro. SoundCloud, everybody hated on the SoundCloud rappers till
Exactly.
they became mainstream rappers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Same process.
just the
bro.
new
The
thing, though.
SoundCloud rappers are gonna be the legends when it's all said and done, dude.
They already are. I
They
feel
are.
like.
They are because it's
Look
been.
at Nav,
yeah,
bro. Nav is a
yep,
mainstream artist.
Yep.
This guy was a SoundCloud, bro.
Dude, think about X, Ski Mask, you know, Juice
Yep.
World, all these guys, Russ, all these people
Russ.
who like
Russ,
killed it,
that's a
dude.
big one.
Okay, yeah. Speaking of Russ,
Russ.
so Russ, like, he's known for dropping the singles, you know, every week kind of thing. I look through your catalog, you have so many singles.
Yeah.
Like, what is your like go-to strategy for releasing music, you know, on DistroKid or whatever?
So before I'd make a song and drop it. It was mostly the Gary Vee thing. Gary Vee taught me like, bro, like make the song and fucking drop that shit. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a song, not a song a day, because he was like, make a song a day and drop it every day. And I'm like, yo, that's too much. But I'm gonna make a song and then drop it. So I dropped over 100 songs, but getting no attention. Like it was hard. But then what made me start sampling the whole like grabbing like trends
Memes
and
and
memes
stuff,
and stuff
yeah.
and making it into songs was really surprisingly like Ariana Grande, bro. Cause you know the Kylie Jenner meme that like rise and shine. You know that?
yeah.
You know that? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that went viral, and then Ariana Grande on a story was like, "Hey, like, can I please sample this for my song, whatever?" And I'm like, "I can do that. Let me do that."
Yeah.
And then I did it, and it got more streams. I actually got like more streams than all my other songs, and I'm like, "This shit works." And that's when I did the TikTok thing. But in terms of dropping music, I drop as much as I can. I promote it, and if I don't get some traction, I go to the next one, to the next one, to the
So
next
how
one.
frequent would you drop a song?
Oh, dude, it was like 2 to 3 a week.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
That's
I
a
was,
lot.
I was
bro.
dropping a lot. Yeah, because every time I made a beat, I'd finish it and put it out. But that was my process before. But after, when I blew up, it changed because like now I had eyeballs on me, right? So now it's very like marketed. Like now I just don't drop a song. I'll drop a song. You'll have a marketing plan behind it. I'll work with an agency with the influencers, and I'll put money behind it and music videos. I'll mix it with an engineer. Like I'm very like complete now. Like I want my shit to be like
As good
every
as it
song
can
I
be.
drop, I want it to be bigger than my latest release.
But do
Yeah,
you
you
feel
learn the-
like this? Sorry, dude. I just want to say one thing. Do you feel like all the stages that you put into it, the organization, the money behind it, do you think that loses the sparkle of like kind of the, you know, roughness of those old songs? Like, do you think that affects it at all?
What do you mean?
Like, do you feel like that doing all that stuff, hitting up the influencers, putting all that extra mixing on it, doing like all these different levels of production?
Yeah.
Do you think that takes away some of the rawness of the old records, or do you think that elevates it? Like, do you think it has an impact on it?
I think it elevates it because the recent songs that I've dropped lately, they haven't gone crazy, but constantly, like on a daily basis, they've done more streams than all my other songs. So like, you know, now the records that I drop, they'll get like 3 million streams. Like one's at 3.6, the latest one it's at 1.8 million. So it's like they're getting streams, you know, and you know, it was hard for me because I was like, yo, like drop it, like quality's subjective, like drop that shit, that's it, you know. But now really like I'm super more chill about it. I don't even rush my creativity, you know what I mean? I'll live a lot and I'll like express what I'm living. Someone that like funding how do you say this, like that kind of inspired me, that was kind of funny. It was like Lil Baby on how he makes music. I saw an interview of him, and apparently this guy doesn't make music for like 2 months, but he'll live, and once he records, he won't even write the music. He'll just talk about what he's living through, and that's it. Like he makes music like
It's like
almost
a little,
never.
Yeah, like a journey, little journal or like
Yeah,
diary.
exactly. But listen, I'll make the rough shit, but I won't drop it as a song. I'll drop it as a song if it goes viral on TikTok or something like that.
Right.
But you know, I'll still do my shit. Like I'll still post it on TikTok, test it. I'll still do it, but I won't. I'll make like hooks. I'll make 15-second songs.
But you won't do the verse. you'll leave
I'll
that.
sometimes I'll make the verse if I really like the song.
Right.
I'll make the verse and I'll put it as an unreleased song on SoundCloud. And I also have another Spotify actually. I forgot to
yeah.
mention. It's called Not Tiagz,
Okay.
and that's where I drop my rough shit.
Right.
Now that you
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about the
that's
rough
a
shit.
sick like
Yeah.
idea. Honestly, like
Yeah,
it helps
yeah.
you express like
yeah,
that stuff.
yeah. I got streams on it,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
that's
yeah,
cool.
it's like doing
That's a
well.
cool
Yeah,
idea.
That's
yeah.
like when the people do the TikToks, they
The
do the
outs-
other account
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like just spam stuff.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I think that was because if one of these songs takes off, I'll just transfer it to the
Right.
main
Yo,
account.
That's like next level, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
bro. Yeah,
there's
I
a
forgot
lot of
I
stuff
did that.
that's,
But is there any
behind.
problems with that with the label, or you can just make as many stuff as you want,
Oh.
like independently? Like,
No,
can you
no.
do
Now,
that, or
now,
no?
because like I'm not with the label anymore.
Oh, you're not.
Oh, you're
Oh.
not with them.
Well, I was with. Well, I'm technically still am, but like
Under contract or something.
under contract,
Right.
but I'm technically not with.
So like
Okay.
they just gave you like money, but then how does that relationship still work?
Yeah, so I signed the record deal. They gave me an advance. They gave me a recording budget. It was a 3-album deal.
Okay.
But after the first album, they get to decide if they want to continue or not.
Oh, all right.
But since like we started off well, I had full creative control. They would give me money for promotion, but then little by little, my A&R wouldn't let me have full creative control. They wouldn't give me as much money for marketing. They'd give me like, 10K seems like a lot. 10K is a lot. But for marketing and music, in the music business, it's not a lot.
That could be
Like,
just for a music video, not even.
not
probably.
not even, bro.
Yeah.
Like 10K is like not a lot. And they wouldn't give me, the marketing comes from their pockets, right? But they wouldn't give me a lot. So it just ended up not doing well. And I'm like, yo, like I don't But they played it smart because I was supposed to deliver 15 songs, right? I've only delivered like 12. I had 3 more. But they decided to part ways when I had 12 songs. If I completed those 15 songs, in the contract it says all the recording budget will go to me. But because I almost never used the recording budget, bro, there was like 400,000 that was supposed to go in my pocket. But because they played it out so well, they're like, oh,
Right at
but
the 12th song, they like you're out.
you didn't do the 15 songs, so no, you can't have it. So I was like, but it's douchey, but I don't really care because I was always broke all my life. And now that I made like a really good amount of money, I'm like, okay, you know what? It's fine. Like, I'll let it go. Money comes and goes, right? So.
mixing and shit like that. Yeah. Yeah, so like getting the new mic, dude, it was like, yo, it's finally gonna be good. Because before we had these like $80 shit mics.
And wait, how did y'all meet?
I've known him my whole life.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
And we're brothers.
They're
Oh,
brothers.
shit.
Well, you
what?
didn't know they're brothers till
No,
now.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What the
Gianluca and Julian
fuck?
DeTulio. Yeah,
Yo, what?
That's
that changes
it.
the whole
That's
dynamic.
Yo, yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, no, we went to elementary school, me and Gianluca.
Yeah.
Like, I met
Okay,
him in like
so-
JK, like first year.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
wow.
so I've known him for like
Yo,
20 years.
Ben.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's fire. That's fire.
Yeah, right. I think we were already recording there, so we might
Yeah,
as
you
well
don't even
just
need to
keep
clap,
that.
But
dude.
yeah,
That's-
that's how we met.
Yeah.
Yo, we're brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you realize now we're brothers.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know.
Yeah, he's
Shit.
20. You're 20. I'm 21.
I'm 21,
No,
but-
he's 20 and I'm 18.
We're like Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
Yo,
Yeah,
facts.
we're gonna beef one time.
Damn. Yo, yeah.
Me and him.
You guys gotta box him. I don't
Who's
know.
the most? Wait, what's the name? Who's the arrogant one? Not the arrogant one. The more
the more
like,
like
who's the Jake? Who's the Logan?
Oh,
He's
I
the
don't know,
Logan,
dude.
you're the
Yeah,
Jake.
He's the
Yeah,
Logan.
yeah,
I feel
he's
the Logan.
definitely
This guy's the
the
Jake. Yeah.
He's definitely the Jake.
Nah, I like Jake more, but like, yeah, they're both sick, but whatever.
Oh,
But
those
yeah,
guys.
so let's get into this. We wanted to talk about.
Yeah, so I want to talk about like, so you're not really with the label anymore, but
Yeah.
like, how do you get the funding? Like, how do you keep this stuff going?
So I sell drugs. No, I'm kidding. He was like, no, don't say that on a podcast. No.
This is not what the creatives need to hear.
Yeah, so
That's classic. Clip that. Yeah.
No, so since the label gave me like a solid amount of money and I made money independently, and I signed also a publishing deal, which is like the producer side, and they gave me an advance, and I used that funding to I earned then funding to promote my shit. I also invested in assets. I invested in stocks. I unfortunately invested in crypto too.
Oh yeah, it plummeted, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Bro, but it's gonna go back up. I think.
Pray.
I mean in the next 5 years.
For
I
most
invested in
part. Yeah,
Ethereum.
yeah.
I don't know if y'all do crypto.
Yeah,
but
Ethereum. Yeah.
I didn't put a lot though.
Dogecoin.
I
I
put
was
like,
in there, put like
Dogecoin. Remember
$20.
Dogecoin? Remember Dogecoin?
Oh yeah, Dogecoin.
I think I'm
Oh,
still in
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
Bro, Dogecoin
Oh,
was
you're
a meme, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
got
still in there. He
Dogecoin?
never sold.
Yeah, I never sold.
Maybe
Nah,
one day.
I put
he'll
like
take it over.
11K, like 15K, but it's down, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's alright.
it's down. Yeah.
Just gotta sign another record label or something. Another deal.
No, my stock, like I invest a lot in stocks, so
Right.
I'm like confident that that shit is gonna go up. So yeah,
And what
I
about-
have a financial advisor also that helps
Have
me
you
out.
made money like off TikTok?
Yeah, well,
Like how does that
We were
work?
thinking
Because
like how to make
are
it. Yeah,
you-
yeah.
like I know they don't give money that much to Canadians, right? Like is that a thing?
So
No,
how's that
right?
work? Yeah.
So what do you got? Like an American TikTok?
no, so yeah, TikTok Creator Fund don't exist here.
Yeah.
Brutal, sucks. But I make money from so people on TikTok went to my Spotify, my Apple Music, my iTunes. I make money. I made a big chunk of money from the viral songs. Like how many? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Mhm, he
4,
has to
5,
count
6.
them.
1, 2,
6
3, 4,
digit,
5,
6 digit figure. Like
Okay, yeah,
independently, which is fucking
Wow,
fire.
that's
Amazing.
awesome.
Congrats
That's
on that,
awesome,
yeah.
dude.
Thank you. And oh yeah, and for TikTok, for TikTok, I had some companies reach out like Microsoft, and they'll give me like a good check for like a promo video or whatever.
Yeah, so like a couple
Like last
brand
time,
deals.
yeah, like I worked with Microsoft, and they gave me like for like a song and a video. I think it was like a 2 video, and have the link in a week. They gave me like 20K, some shit like that, which is pretty cool, and little things like that. But mostly in music, that's where I make like most of my income, and now like the assets that I invested in. So
So do you find like, well, yeah, I don't even have to ask that because it does happen. Like a lot of people from the TikTok go to the other places where your stuff lives, the music and everything, right? It's used as a funnel.
yeah, a lot of the TikTokers I know that they're doing YouTube. I know some people, bro, like they're still trying to find a way to make money because like they're not. A lot of the people in LA, bro, like broke ass fuckers, bro. Like a lot of people.
Well, they'll have
you know?
200K, but that's not a lot there.
No, not even. Like some of them will I'm pretty sure, and they will never admit it, cause like why would you say that? But like I'm pretty sure some of them have day jobs, bro. Like a lot of these people. And I also heard another thing. Someone that lives in LA, a close homie of mine, he says like every 2 years, LA. It's complete different people because they can't. There's a lot of people
Yeah.
that move back because they can't afford it.
Yeah.
It's so expensive there, right? So
That's why there's a lot of homeless people there too.
yeah. Money is it's because gases now, our prices are high. Real estate is crazy. It's high. It's so high. Yeah, bro. It's
Yeah, to even buy a place in LA is probably crazy, right?
right now, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why a lot of people are going to Miami or moving to
Right,
Miami.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Miami is
That became the spot for
yeah.
COVID too because they had no restrictions. So a lot
Yeah.
of people went there. But
100%.
yeah,
100%.
you went to LA a lot. You're saying so like, is Toronto Toronto's bigger than Ottawa, right?
Yeah,
population wise. So
Ottawa
like, how does it
is-
feel to go to like a place like California where like literally all the population in California is all of Canada in like one state? Like that's crazy, right?
Yeah, right.
A lot
Yeah.
more people. Like,
That is true.
do you feel like you're kind of like smaller in a way, or like do you like
In Ottawa?
in California?
I mean, maybe California is huge, but LA itself is huge too. I don't think I feel smaller because the places that I go, the industry, bro, is so small. The industry. Yeah, LA itself is huge, but the industry on where people go, so fucking small, bro. Everybody knows everybody. And that's the thing. In LA, if you do some fuck shit, people know about it. And people stop fucking with you. And the worst part is, they won't even tell you. They will just not associate themselves. Because everybody cares about their image, right? And they don't want to be oh, I heard this guy was like doing some shit like, Tony Lopez and the whole like, like, there's a lot of people, bro, that they don't want to be associated with that.
So, like, has that ever happened to you where, like, you kind of said the wrong thing, did the wrong thing, and then you kind of were on, like, thin ice a little bit? And
yeah. There was one moment where I was clueless as fuck. I was on a live video, right? And this person, they the thing is, they wanted to cancel me in all the ways possible because I kept making the music, right? And they really wanted to cancel me. Like, they didn't give a fuck. So I was on live and someone say, "Hey, can you say like the F slur?" And I'm like, "What? Why do you want?" And I literally, because I didn't know that I could say it, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, "Why do you want me to say that F slur?" And I actually say it. And then the person says, "Oh, okay, that's all I needed." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I realized this person was screen recording, posted it on TikTok, YouTube, and then that shit just went bananas.
That's awful, dude.
And it's sad because like then I see like these like little kids making videos like, "Oh, guys, don't follow him. He's a really bad person." Nah, nah, nah. And in my head, I'm like, damn, like this is how the internet is. Like this is the internet. They just show. The internet loves to show one face of everything, right? But if the internet actually knew the things that I probably did behind the scenes, like I probably saved someone's life from taking it away just by doing something right. But they don't see that. Social media promotes what social media promotes. So they just see that part. Of course they're gonna be like, this guy's a fucking asshole. But if they actually get to know the person and do a little bit of the research, they're like, yo, this person is actually a good person, you know? And that's social media itself, you know?
They don't get to have a podcast with you, right? They don't get to sit down and chill with you for 2 hours or the whole day.
Exactly.
Get
So
to know
I
who
understand.
you are,
You know,
right?
I'm not mad about it. I'm like, okay, I understand.
And
like,
the fact that they tried to like set you up and like
Yeah, yeah.
screen recording it too is just like, come on.
yeah.
Like,
But that's me too, because like I didn't know
yeah.
that I could say it. Like I come from I lived in Belgium and shit. Like that word I've never heard it before.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I could say it. And bro, there's so many rappers that I know. Like J. Cole says it in a song. I think he says it in a song or some shit.
Most
Or
likely,
like
yeah.
I don't know, like
Eminem's
I've
probably
heard-
says it.
Of course,
bro.
like it's not a good word. It's just like you weren't even aware that it wasn't.
yeah, bro. I have
You weren't-
homies that say
yeah.
it, bro. I have homies that say it and like, oh, like fucking. Like,
it doesn't
like,
justify like
Yeah,
the
there's a lot of
word or
people
anything, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, especially like when it's taken out of context.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like, you know, you had those haters who couldn't stand you being successful, and they were looking for any way possible
Yeah.
that they could like.
Like I
kinda
couldn't
take you
like I
down.
didn't like see someone be like, you
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
piece of
yeah.
like.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
say it like that.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
no,
why do you
no.
want me to say that? And then it's funny because there's
Yeah.
a video of me explaining why I didn't say it, and I'm like, see, like the person wanted me to say that, and then I say it,
Yeah.
and then I say it again, and it's funny. Like it's funny now because when you know, but at that time I was so clueless about it.
But
I
Right.
didn't know.
the person who typed in the chat though, did they actually write the whole word? Oh, they said F slur.
No, they wrote the whole
So they're
word. Yeah.
ty-
So there
yeah,
you go.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, they
like-
wrote
like-
it, and I'm like,
yeah,
no, like,
yeah, you know.
no, they're like, why do you want me? And I read it like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
You just gotta be
and, like,
careful, right?
I know a lot of people on Twitch do that too. Like they say my name and their name is like
Yeah, they do
oh,
some
Some sort
Nick,
of slur.
and then
Yeah,
space,
yeah, yeah.
Ger,
Yeah.
bro.
yeah.
That's
terrible.
That's awful.
No, I get that on live too.
Oh yeah, bro.
You got to be
people-
careful what you're saying, dude. Like
Oh,
they're trying to
dude,
bait you.
bro.
They're trying to bait you. And all of us here are good people. We're not out here being derogatory, bigotry, or anything like that. We're not
Facts,
racist,
bro.
homophobic, or anything.
Facts.
But they're out here trying to make you look like that. They're gonna
Facts.
try to.
I mean, bro,
make
listen.
you-
If my life fucking sucked and I was on a couch eating chips
Yeah.
all day, and I see creators, bro, I'd probably do the same fucking shit. I'd probably fucking try to cancel one of these motherfuckers and like, oh,
Oh,
fuck you.
dude, you can ruin
Yeah.
someone's life,
Yeah.
right? Like, and think about it. That gives them some power. That empowers someone who's in
Yeah.
a spot where they're, you know,
Literally.
not really doing well, so they can go out of their way and ruin someone's life who is doing well. Okay, maybe that's something that can give them entertainment, sense of power and importance.
Key warriors. I
Yeah,
call them.
keyboard
Key
warriors. Yeah. Yeah,
And we get a lot of those in our comments too.
Come
Oh,
on,
shit,
but we do
man.
get a lot of people who support. And
Oh,
I feel
dude,
like,
you know
yeah.
the ones that I love the most?
What?
The ones that will make a whole paragraph for you.
Oh my
explaining
God.
why
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
wrong.
Oh my God.
I'm like, wow, this
yeah.
person just wait. Bro, there's one video, bro, and that made me mad. This made me mad, bro. There's one video that I saw, like, some they were like, you know, little girls, TikTokers making TikToks in LA. And I'm like, hey, like, and then I went up to him and my bro recorded and it was like, hey, like, let's make a TikTok together, whatever, you know, like, this is, you know, this is what I do, whatever. And they're like, oh my gosh, you're the person that made that song. And I'm like, yeah. And then they freaked out, whatever. And in my comments, bro, I like, oh, just the stupidest thing, like, oh, like, you fucking pedophile, like, you're talking to little girls, like, what's wrong? I'm like, bro.
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
you
bro,
can't do
come
no
on,
right,
man.
no wrong. Yeah, like,
And then they wrote, bro, they wrote a book for me, like, why this was wrong and why,
God.
and I'm like,
my
bro, come
God.
on, man.
It's just an innocent thing, right?
Bro.
Just ask them to make TikToks. Yeah.
Like I know it's like, yo, like I literally made their day. I said hi to their mom. Their mom was happy.
But they don't
I
see
took a
that.
picture.
Yeah, no.
Like,
People try to skew things in
Dude,
order to get their
people-
goal, right?
they hate themselves, man. That's what it is.
Yeah, and the biggest thing that I always say, I repeat it often, is that nobody above you will hate on you.
oh yeah,
Like, it's like crabs in a bucket, crabs
Yeah.
in a barrel. They'll only pull you down.
Yeah.
People below you can only pull you down. Someone above you is actually physically impossible to pull you down because you're already there. Like, why would you pull someone down? It's a waste of your time and energy,
that's facts.
you know?
That's
like,
facts. That's facts.
And that's facts, okay?
That's straight facts. No successful person hates on, bro.
You don't have time.
All the, bro, like all the people, successful people, bro. Nobody's hating on anybody.
Yeah, no.
They're just like, you know, it's crazy. It's
They're out here
crazy.
just like living life, enjoying, connecting with people, and that's just what you do when you're a successful person. You're grateful for life, you know, like we meet people, we enjoy life. We're not out here trying to ruin anyone's life,
exactly.
you
And
know?
I understand like the whole hate thing, cause when I was a kid, bro, I hated on Justin Bieber, bro. I was a big hater, like big hate. Hey, bro, it's funny cause like I look back at my YouTube videos, cause I had my account for like 9 years, and I look at the video "A Baby" from Justin Bieber, and I see that I pressed dislike, and I'm like, wow, I was that hater. But the reason that I was a hater is cause I was an ugly kid. No girl wanted liked me. My hair was bad. My teeth were so disgusting. I had braces before, but my teeth were like ugly. I had a lot of pimples. No girl wanted me, and Justin Bieber was trending at the time, and now I was his biggest hater. Why? Because I was just jealous. That's it. And that was a good example of me being like, oh, okay, that's why I was a hater, because I was so uncomfortable with myself, and he was, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Right?
And now you said you worked out and stuff like that. You kind of
Yeah.
Now you're in the trying to become an artist like him, so you respect what he's doing and stuff like that.
Now,
right?
oh, bro, now I'm a fan, bro. Like, yo, like that last song, I don't know if y'all heard Honest with
Yeah.
Don
Oh,
Talk, bro.
yeah.
It's
I
a
like it.
banger, bro.
Yeah, it's good.
Like, Honest,
Yeah,
I like it.
And a lot of bigger people won't hate on people coming up because they were once in that position. They understand this guy's trying to be at my position now where I'm full
Yeah,
of success.
exactly.
But people below haven't got that success yet, so it's kind of like,
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
bring him
yeah,
down,
yeah.
right? So, yeah, nobody bigger than you really will be trying
And
to.
I always see they say like the closest people sometimes can be your haters because like y'all come from the same demographic, but because you're doing better, that person is questioning like, damn, we came from the same demographic, we came from the same environment, and this person's doing better. So that person can either decide to support it or hate on it. But if they hate on it, it's because like, damn,
they
like,
call it closest be the fakest.
you
That's what
know,
they say.
yeah.
And did you see it a lot too growing up, or like as you're starting to blow up a bit? Like maybe would you like reach out to personal friends and like be like, "Yo, can you shout out my song?" And did shout out my new single, whatever. And did a lot of people do that for you?
Oh yeah. I would send my song to every motherfucker and be like, hey guys, this is my new song. Can you please share whatever? Bro, even my closest friends would not share it.
Wow.
I had some sometimes, but no. Like, it's funny because like I would get no support from my friends sometimes. And when I start to blow up, sometimes they'll like tell me like, oh, I played it here, whatever, which is cool, whatever. But nah.
But now they might be
Nah.
like when they see you, well, look, oh, I'm friends with Tiagz. They use it as like a thing.
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them, yeah. But yeah. Some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of yeah.
For sure, man.
I don't know. It's a bit weird because like sometimes like I had weird situations where like for example I went out. No, we were planning on going out like on a Friday night or something, and I'm always bringing the girls, right?
Right.
And this time I was like, hey guys, you know what? I'm actually gonna stay in and work out. Then I had another guy who was like, yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna stay in. So I'm like, all right. And then I had 2 other people be like, yeah, you know what? Like, I think we're gonna stay in too. And I'm like,
You're the only reason
y'all,
they go up.
and I'm
bro.
like, y'all, and I literally told them in the chat, like, wait, don't not go out because
Yeah,
I'm not going out. And then every time I leave LA, I always like sometimes hear like, oh yeah, no, when you went to LA, no, we didn't hang out, like we didn't. But this was way before. Now it's changed a bit. But I'm like, that's weird. Why am I the what? You know? But it is what it is, right?
Dude, speaking of songs, we were talking about songs before. Do you want to play like some unreleased stuff? Like,
Yeah.
just
You want me
play
to
it?
play on the, or you can play it on.
I think I got it on here. You sent it to me.
Yeah.
It's called Big Cap.
Big Cap.
You want to talk about it before we like play it? Like, what's the
Big
song
Cap.
about?
Big Cap. Big Cap. That's an interesting one. Because the way it was made, it was really interesting. Cause you know, again, like I had like the homies, whatever. They knew a little bit about me, right? Cause I wrote them with them, but they wrote mostly like a lot of it. I just like performed it, and they put in like shit that, you know, like cause I'm a dancer, whatever. And Big Cap is like mostly like, you know, people telling me, or haters telling me like, yo, like, you know, you're not what you are, but I actually am. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like, for example, if like the fact that I was on a flyer with like all these big artists, they're like, oh no, like why is he on it?
Yeah.
But no, like I can be on it,
Yeah.
you know? So
Yeah, let's
a
play
little
it.
bit of that. Yeah.
Play a bit of that. Beautiful. Ooh. I like that sample. Oh fuck yeah. Afro for that.
Big cat, big cat, you got little money. Ripped off my top, I had to switch out. Push it to the limit, I can't quit now. I can't go out like Lil Xan. They so in the street, I can't get no sleep. That means more money for me. Push it to the limit, all that broke up like disease. I need half a ticket for a cover. Yeah, blue shoes in my pocket. Outside, brand new Benzo. Purple stars.
I like the voice, man.
Double R like I'm rich roll. Roll my bands up, gotta stay focused. Gotta stay focused, gotta stay focused. Can't take no risk. If you ain't know this, no you can't hold this, cause it stay frozen. Little bad IG, model right till the next to me, stay posing. No, I got the recipe, cook it up, wait till the top, get golden. Straight to the top, on the next thing smoking. Two choker chain, she choking. Lit out the big
Let's not play everything. Wow, bro. Dude, I think I heard him switch his voice up there like four times. That was sick, though. I like how you start off slow, see, and then you kind of, you brought the melodic voice up a bit.
Dude. Like,
Thank
it's
you,
just
bro.
like, there's a different vibe, dude. Like, you hear a lot of SoundCloud rappers, you hear a lot of guys on the come up. There's like a presence, you know? You got a presence. Like, it's definitely like a star presence on the
That's what I noticed about all of your songs, even like the ones the TikTok ones that went viral, where you do like you're doing those voices, right? It's very, I like that. It's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been liking a lot the Afro shit, the Afrobeat shit too. I've been making a lot of those songs too. So
The ad-lib sounded pretty cool. Yeah,
yeah,
it's good.
thank you,
It's good, bro.
thank you.
But yeah, I think.
Wait, you guys mind if I play one more?
Yeah, for sure. Go for
just
it.
one more. I just want to know, like, genuinely, like, what y'all think. It's like a very rough though,
For
so it's
sure.
not like
Go for it.
It's not officially done. Like the vocals are very dry and shit. It's not like fully mixed and shit.
We get to listen to the whole thing after the pod, so.
But I love this song. Like this song is so dope. But it's not done at all. But this is it.
Take you out of our rooftop and lay with a little bit of me and you tonight. Wanna spend time with you tonight. Wanna spend time with you tonight. Take you back home by the ocean view. Riding through the coast with you tonight. Riding through the coast with you tonight. Riding through the coast with you tonight. Okay. Just dance in the moonlight. We can do it no title.
Yeah?
I like that.
Summer vibes.
This is the writer that worked with me. This is him? Yeah. It's fire, eh?
Yeah, that's
That's
fire.
good, yeah.
That was like, yo, that's a sick feature in there, dude. That's dope.
Yeah, but that's basically
was
it.
summer.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought he paused the song when the beat kind of like
Oh,
stopped.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, that's
yeah,
sick, bro.
yeah.
It came
Thank
back
you,
in.
thank you.
I like that. The little things you do in the tracks it goes a long
I
ways.
really like that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's,
one-
that's
that
fire.
one's
Thank you, bro. Thank you, thank you.
The vibes of them are like good. Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
that one's like a
yeah.
summer vibe. You know, you're just
It gives me
chilling.
like a little mosey type,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
summery-ish, you know.
That's dope. That's a good song.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Do you
you.
wanna close?
Okay,
end it
well,
off?
I think this might be the end of the pod.
Yes.
I'm really sad to say that, even
I'm
though this
into
been probably by far the best episode
Yeah.
we've done. We've
Thank you,
learned
bro.
so
Thank
much.
you.
A lot
I
of great
appreciate it.
stories,
Met a
man.
great guy right here in Tiagz, and
We think,
Y'all
you're,
are
we think
fire.
you're very humble as well. Like the
Yeah.
amount
Thank
of
you.
stuff you've experienced and like all the stories you just told us, like it's nuts,
it's
man.
blowing our
It's-
minds. Yeah, for
Thank
sure.
you.
It's good,
I
so-
appreciate you guys for
For
having
sure.
me and listening. Like,
Yeah,
really,
for
really.
sure.
means a
Anytime,
lot.
if you
Y'all
ever
are
want to
super
come
dope.
back on, want to be a host, like
Yeah, bro. Honestly, I might pop
Might
out.
join on.
Yeah.
we got the yellow
Honestly.
on for Unmastered. That's
Yeah.
our
Oh, yeah.
colors.
Yes.
So there
Let's
you
go. Oh yeah, true.
So, yeah,
True.
um,
Yellow and black.
prepared.
Let's go.
It's
Shit.
yeah. We thank you again. You know, you flew here and like you literally just stopped by. You know,
Yeah.
it was
Of
course,
awesome.
of
So
course.
Honestly, really
thank you for
sick.
taking the time to do that, and you know, safe flight back home.
Of course. Thank
and,
you, man.
We,
Thank you
all
guys for having me.
all the success to you, bro. We're here to support your music. If you need us to promote anything ever,
Thank you.
we got you. And all of Tiag's things will be linked down
In the
below in the
link.
description.
Link
Maybe-
down, even though you're already following him, probably.
Yeah.
You probably
But,
know a lot better.
go check them out, guys. TikTok,
guys.
Spotify,
Thank
all
you
his
for having me.
platforms.
Yep.
And
Yes.
Yep. You
Make
can
sure
catch
subscribe
us
to
on
us.
everything, too. Catch us on Spotify,
TikTok,
Apple
Apple
Music.
Music, Podbay, yeah,
all the things.
All the-
Amazon,
yes,
we're
sir.
there. We're
Yes,
there.
sir.
Yeah.
So
This
yeah,
is
guys,
awesome.
thanks again.
Thanks
and
for
we'll
watching.
see you guys next time.
Mastered out.
Peace.
Peace.
Fucking awesome.
Done deal.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hey, we gotta take pictures.
Yeah, we gotta take some
stories
pics.
and all that. Of course. We gotta do all that shit.